RC Fun Time, on the YouTube 2024 King of Woo. Hey everybody, how you doing? We are back. We had a little snafu. We got it fixed. Got some things charged up. We're back just in time to be ready to watch the Group A mountain sprints. We do have somebody in as a guest. You've been on the show before.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
I think the last time I was with you guys was what, 2020?
Somewhere right around there was when you came out with Black Widow, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had a offset chassis guitar for the Custom Workshop Lot 4, which was kind of the first of its time, I guess.
Yes, it was.
So that was a lot of fun. But I guess for those who don't know me, my name is Corey Bergen, and I'm just here to have fun. I took a little hiatus from RC racing for a while.
Yeah.
And so my kids and I could do some BMXing and stuff like that. And now I'm back.
Fantastic. And you and I talked a little bit last night. You kind of accomplished some of the goals that you had in RC racing. You're very fortunate, very skilled driver, and you were able to win the Chili Bowl winless category when you went down there. I was there for that, and I have to say that was an amazing time. Being with you and rooming with you was an absolute awesome time with all of what went on.
Yeah, it was a memorable experience for sure. I'm glad you were a part of it. Something I'll never forget. And it's one of those. Honestly, it wasn't even on my radar to do that well that year. My goal that year was just to go and make the DMA. It was my first year down there, and I guess I found a 4-leaf clover. I got lucky. But no, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad, like I said, you were a part of it, and Brad and everybody else that was involved there. Yeah, it's something I've remembered for a long time. And in fact, the golden driller that I have is sitting at Ed Rogart's shop in Mike, Iowa. So I figured he was the one that designed and built the car that I won it with. And not a lot of people are going to see it at my house, so I figured, hey Ed, here's the TQ plaque and the golden driller. Put it up in your shop along with the car, and let people enjoy it. So that's awesome. So that's where it's at right now.
Absolutely awesome. As you can hear, kind of in the background, we are in the middle of a track blow. They're blowing off the track, blowing some of those loose crumbs off. If you're out there listening, let us know. Make sure you can hear us. We did have an issue with that this morning, but it appears that everything's going good so far. Please let us know if you can hear us. Make sure that it's good to go. I remember one of the things about that weekend is when we first went down there, the first little bit, the first like 1 or 2 times out, you actually struggled in practice, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, the car was not good. And if I remember right, when we did seating, I think I was 9th overall.
Yes.
So I felt mediocre at best. And then, I don't know, something happened.
Track changed a little bit, car changed, and we're at the top.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I won all 3 qualifiers. I got a little bit of luck on my side because Malachi was the #1 seed that year, and he won he won his first 2 qualifiers, and he ended up second in his 3rd qualifier, which gave me the TQ. So I got a little bit of luck, but he was definitely on it that year, and yeah, sometimes it's better if you're lucky than good.
Jags is actually a winner of one of these races back in the day when they had late models.
Oh yeah, the outdoor track.
Corey, one of the things we want to talk about that you wanted to bring up is right there on your shirt. And I don't think anybody can really see it. Oh, there we go. See it pretty good right there.
Yeah. So those who are familiar with RC racing in Iowa, there's a gentleman, Wild Bill Anderson. He was basically what I would consider a family friend. I grew up with his grandson racing RC cars since we were teenagers.
Yep.
And he was always a staple in the community and in helping us kids out and getting started in racing. And he had a hobby shop in Knoxville. Back in the 90s, in the late 90s, he had a track just west of town where we all started racing. And so anyway, as time goes by, obviously you get older and, life happens. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. He passed away January 25th. And one thing that we want to do this year is, I'm kind of getting back into the RC hobby again after a few years off. And in talking with Rob Rennis, the truck director for Lions Midway, and the family of Wild Bill, we want to hold what we're calling the Wild Bill's Classic. It's not going to be a memorial race. We don't want that.
Okay.
We want it to be a classic. So, I guess similar to what Knoxville Raceway does, they have the Capitani Classic to honor Ralph Capitani. So the Wild Bills Classic is going to be a race held in Lighton Speedway this year. It's going to be June 8th. And I was tasked with the awesome job of designing the trophies for that event. And so, knowing what I know and being in the location that I am, I drove over to Indianola, Iowa to Bob's Custom Trophies. And they are the same facility that make the Knoxville National Trophies every year for the 360 National. So I went in there and I talked to Eric, the owner, and we have designed a scaled down version of the 360 National Trophy to hand out to the top 3 finishers of both the 360 Sprint Car and 14 Sprint Car class at the Wild Bills Classic. So they are going to be 4 posts, 2-tier trophies with the cup on top, the Sprint Car figure, the plaque in the center, and they're going to be absolutely beautiful. They should be done sometime, I would hope by the end of this month. I think we just got the invoice for it. So Rob and Amy Rennish should be posting pictures of those soon. So be on the lookout for that on the Lighton Speedway page.
Fantastic. Not only, and to speak more of Bill, I only got to meet him a couple times, and not even being from that area and coming into his shop, he was one of the most prolific storytellers that you could ever want to meet. And I'm being very generous as that he had some stories that were just absolutely amazing to listen to.
Stories for days, and that's one of the great things about the guy is it didn't matter if you had been in his shop 100 times or one time, you were instantly a friend of his.
Yep.
And he would just talk to you as if he had known you forever. If it was your first time in there and you came in looking for some random off the wall part, which he probably had,
Yep. He had so many. That was the one thing I was so amazed with. He had so many new old school products still in package.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I used to give him a hard time because if somebody would come into his shop and ask for an off the wall part that he normally wouldn't stock, he would be like, well, I guess I need to order 5 or 6 of those now. And they would just sit on the shelf.
Yep.
So he had parts for like T4s and B3s and like stuff that nobody's gonna have anymore.
Yep.
But that was just kind of his thing. He wanted to make sure that every racer had the parts that they needed, and he was always willing to help anybody out. And I know once I exited the military in 2013 and kind of got back into the hobby, after from being a kid.
Yep.
He was one of the first guys that I had spoken with, and he actually gave me his personal car with, batteries and everything to go run and have fun. And You know, just the support that he gave me and all of my friends growing up. You know,
Yep.
I can't express enough gratitude and you know, just being thankful for everything that he's done to help me out personally, and then you know everybody else in that group. And you know, he's just one of the nicest guys you would ever meet. He would give you the shirt off his back if you needed it. So it's a really big loss to have him gone. And we definitely want to honor him. And after talking with Rob Rennes, the Wild Bill Classic's not going to be a one-time event. We're going to make this an annual event. And so the trophies are going to be pretty similar throughout the years. So I wanted this to be something that you know people can travel to and take home a trophy, unlike anything they're else going to get. Because what other RC race? I mean, obviously the RC Chili Bowl has their golden driller.
Exactly.
But it's not an actual golden driller, it's more of a cutout. These trophies are going to resemble the Knoxville National trophies. They're just a little bit smaller. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Forgive me, I'm trying to share some things here real quick to get some more people on here. You actually helped run that for a while out there. Over the past couple of years, there's been a couple of different promoters. Being that you've been out there and seen the rest of your time, how would you say it is right now?
I'd say it's the best it's ever been. Rob and Amy have spent countless hours, and I don't even want to know the dollar figure that they put into it, but the facility enhancements that they put in and the time that they put in just to make it the best facility we could possibly have in Iowa. You know, I ran it in 2016. Ross made McAllister Racing ran it for a year or so. And in my personal opinion, I think right now it's the best it's ever been. The track surface is amazing. The back retaining wall that Rob and Amy put in, they are incorporating a new pit lane by the driver's stand, similar to what we're seeing here today at King of the Wings. And yeah, it's just everything that they're doing. Like they planted new trees. They went over to Pella High School and got their old football field turf. And that's what's in the infield right now.
Oh, that's
so instead of just having a dirt infield or just grass, it's astroturf. So it's awesome. I'm thoroughly impressed, and you know, I'm thankful that Rob and Amy have stepped up to put in the effort and the hours and the money into keeping that facility going, because it's one of the greatest dirt racing services I've ever been on.
fantastic.
I got to go out there a few times, and the dirt there, it's that dark, it's almost like as dark as this dirt is here. When that sun goes down there,
Yeah, you know, during the day when the sun's out and the wind's blowing, because I mean, the track faces to the west if you're on the driver's stand, and then you know it's kind of dusty, dry, slick a little bit, you know, and they do the best they can to keep moisture in the track. But when the sun does go down, you're right, the moisture comes back up and the track gets really racy, and it's just a good time.
All right, I'm going to switch our view over. Mod Sprint has just started their Mod Sprint A group has just started their seeding round. No, actually, they've been going for a little while. This is almost the end of it. Anyways, the mods or the sprint, the entire groups, all four groups, had a seeding round. Yesterday, the Mod Sprint had an A/B seeding round. It took people put them into two different categories, A and B.
Yep.
And today they came back with the A and B, 13.5 sprint, 15 over sprint, and midgets. And they did a new or a different type of qualifying. Yesterday it was for 4 minutes, and the fastest 5 laps, not consecutive, just the fastest 5 laps is how they seated you guys yesterday.
Fastest 5 average.
Average, yes, yes, fastest 5 average. So you didn't have to have them continuous. They could be anywhere in. Today, they are doing 15 laps, and they are taking the 3 fastest consecutive runs.
Yeah.
So a little bit different than yesterday. All four groups, 5 technically, and mods, are doing it the same way, and they're just getting ready to finish up. Once they finish this up, we're going to get ready to have them see, or not, go into
Heat races.
heat races.
Yep,
Yes,
there
thank
you
you,
go.
thank you. I hit one of my spots where I was missing that word. So we're going to go into heat races and start qualifying. How do you how are you feeling? I'm gonna ask Jakes real quick. You were out there, and I know how you feel about the track. You haven't got to race on it, but what's your opinion of the track so far?
I agree with everything you just said, and last night, we were running our right rears up along that white line on the outside of the track. It was that good. The track was really fast on the top, and just like Dick said, right now the track is really racing. You can run the bottom if you can get your car down the tight. You can run middle and dive off the corner. You can run it in hot, square it up, and come down off the bank. I mean, this is my first time here, and I'm thoroughly impressed with the facility, the track crew, and the racetrack itself, and it's a lot of fun. One thing that I really appreciate about this track is there's actually an infield.
Yes.
A lot of indoor tracks that I've seen are very paperclip-esque, and this track does not have that vibe to it. This is like an outdoor track packed into a building.
Very efficient, very smooth. Everybody's seen everybody's smiling, having a good time. Crazy Carolina North, the sprints,
This last group coming out here, we got a couple of big names in there. We got Cameron, Ryan Bendis, Alex Fanning, Brett Lund, Brett Sin from New York came in with Godfather and racing, and then Dustin Malakote. We got those guys out there right now.
Yeah, so you got Dustin Malakote and Alex Fanning, both are RC Chili Bowl winners.
Yep.
And obviously, Dustin Malakote is the owner of GFRP and Plaza Speed. And, so a couple of really high-profile drivers out of this group. So those will be cars to watch. Those will be online tuning in.
Right now they're getting told that they can come in and take their last little setups if they need them. You can see the pit lane that you talked about there, right in front of the drivers. It comes up to their feet. Drivers are able to take care of their cars and then set them back down.
I think it's a great idea that tracks are starting to incorporate pit lanes now. I think 2018 when we were down at the RC Chili Bowl, that was the first year that they had done a pit lane. And it was just great because you get the cars off of the racing surface, so they're out of the way. And take this track, for example, the pit lane is right at your feet. You can pull your car in, grab it, make your adjustment, and then go back out. And I think it's a great idea. Off-road has been doing pit lanes for years.
Absolutely.
And I love seeing Dirt Oval finally incorporate that feature into some of the tracks. And, yeah, I think it's great.
If you're not on the same page with them, they want to stay in the lane where you're trying to get across.
Yeah, I love it. You know, sometimes I don't even know what change I want to make. I'll just pick it up and be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. It's first moment, you know. So yeah, and I can't wait for Lighten to get there, pit lane, finished up, and make use of that. Make your quick adjustment and go back out.
Definitely gonna put it on the schedule. I'm not gonna make it once for sure.
Now, if I could go back and talk about the Wild Bills Classic for a second. No, you're fine. I do want people to know that it's going to be a spec tire. So those that are concerned about, you know, what tire to bring, you know, am I going to have to be competing with locals who already know what tire to use? You know, we wanted to bring the spec tire aspect to it, and if I'm not mistaken, right now we are looking at the Quadro Speed tires as a spec tire for all classes. At least the sprint car classes, the ones that are racing for trophies, so the 410 are open sprint cars, and the 13.5 or 360 sprint cars are going to be on the same tire. So the guys that do travel and want to come to this event, you know, I think a spec tire for an event this size, you know, it creates a more level playing field. Similar to this event here, I love the fact that it's on a spec tire. I can come here with the same exact tires as the other 140 competitors and know that I'm not going to get beat on the tire game.
Yep.
I'm going to get beat on setup and I'm going to get beat on driving. And so far I've been doing a good job of getting beat at both.
It's early.
Let me ask you, are you having fun?
I'm having a blast. You know, the 3-year hiatus that I took from RC racing really put things into perspective for me. And you and I were talking kind of offline the other day, you know, and you win a big event like the RC Chili Bowl, and I just put so much pressure and expectation on myself to go and do well at every event that I ever attended. And, you know, I got wrapped up in trying to chase the latest, greatest sponsors, this, that, and the other. But
You need to get ready to go, bud.
oh yeah, hey, look at that.
I hate to kick you out, but I think you got a few minutes, but I don't want you to be late at all.
You know what? It's fine. I'm having a good time. It doesn't matter.
I understand that, but you know what? I'm going to have a good time if you miss your race.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate the time.
No
and
problem.
we'll
Anytime.
catch up a little bit later.
Absolutely.
Good to see you, man.
All right, guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks so
Good
much.
luck.
You betcha. Thanks.
Kick some ass. I mean, but. All right. That was Corey. He's in the very first race out. This is going to be Mod Sprint B group. We will switch around here shortly and get it this looking as soon as we start getting ready to go. Hopefully Corey gets over there in time. Did not realize that we were moving along that fast, so we're going to have qualifying coming up here real quick. First race out, it's going to be number 1 position, Caleb Rennis.
Yeah, he's a contender.
Yes, he is. He just missed out on that A group. He had a little bit of trouble during his seating yesterday. Got behind a couple of cars and just kind of stuck there. Instead of dropping back and maybe taking some clean laps, he raced it a little bit, and he realizes that, and he was a little bit disappointed in himself. Starting in the number 2 spot, TJ Greer.
And we got the number 3. We got Kevin Smith.
Coming in that 4th spot, Josh Fenton.
5. We got our guest that was just sitting here, Corey Burnett.
Yes, indeed. He's going to be right there. Nathan Dean is watching again. Jason's watching. Thank you guys for coming in, making sure that you can hear us. I'm pretty sure you can because we got on our phones here, we got words coming across, so that's good. That means that we should be able to be heard. But again, we're getting the last little bit of track prep. I'm going to switch back out. Tom's out there watering the track right now, putting a little mist down, and we're going to be going into qualifying. First out will be Mod Sprint B group. They've split it into 2 groups. I've never seen that before. Have you?
No, sir.
They say they did it here for the World 100, and it worked out really good. They have 42 or 43 entries in the mod sprint. 24 of them are in mod A. The rest of them are in mod B. Understand, mod B is racing against mod B. Mod A is racing against mod A. The only thing is, you can actually, if you win mod B, you have one of two choices. Did you hear that?
No, sir.
Okay. One of two choices. You can either take the trophy or forfeit the trophy and bump up to the mod A. What would you do?
I guess it would all depend on what the car. I mean, if I really felt the car was turning times to move up into that A group, be competitive, I mean, who wouldn't want to go for the big trophy? It'd be nice to win the B, but everybody's gonna remember winning the A.
Exactly. Exactly. Jason, sir, Rob Rennis has not come over yet. He will be at some point. We've already talked with him. Mr. Havner, welcome back. Long time no see. Nathan Dean back on the scene here at watching us here. He brings up a good point, and we kind of touched on it a little bit ago. Mod Sprint did a seeding yesterday. They did a seeding for A and B. Like I said, they went into 24 of them went into Group A, and the remaining number went into Group B. Today, they reseeded inside of those groups, along with the the 13.5, the 50 and over, and the midgets. Today's seeding is within each of those groups. So now we have Group A is seeded for their races, and Group B is seeded for their races. No, we have not got to Matt Donald yet either. So far, we had some issues with my iPad. For some reason last night it didn't want to shut off, and it continued to drain, and I did not know that. I shut it off, and it just for some reason is not wanting to drain out, or it didn't want to stop. But we got that problem fixed. We've got it up high enough that we're going to be good, and it's continuing to go up, so we're on for good right now. Anyway, getting back to the A and B, we just kind of explained a little bit that Mod B, the winner of Mod B, has a choice to make. They can either take the trophy, first place trophy, or they can bump up to Mod A. They have that choice. The top three will get a trophy for Mod B. The top three will get a trophy for 13.5. The top three will get a trophy for 50 plus. And Mod A, obviously. A trophy with that number one trophy. And one of a kind trophy.
You need forklift to take it out of here.
Yes, you are. Absolutely. You've heard that Cam guy is a rocket ship? Hey, Cam, are you a rocket ship? Rocket ship? Somebody's saying that you're a rocket ship. Sometimes? He's saying he is sometimes.
Really see how he runs it. So I've got a little something I want to do for the guys that are watching here.
Fantastic.
Just a simple question, maybe just to get people interactive with us a little bit. Something very simple, but something I like to do. Are you a Pepsi or a Coke drinker? Let's see what everybody starts with.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm a Coke drinker. But
It's the same thing that Austin said.
Yep. But as far as Coke and Pepsi, Coke all the way.
Okay. See, I'm a soda drinker. I don't drink any hot liquid like coffee or tea
Nope.
or anything like that. I drink soda all day. So I think it's kind of a fun question just to see where everybody sits with that. I am a Pepsi. I drink one Pepsi in the morning when I wake up, and then pretty much drink Mountain Dew the rest of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
I am weird.
I think we all are that do this. You know, we kind of have to be that we want to spend this much money on little cars to go out and just have fun. race for trophies. But
What's up, Chance? How you doing, man? Thanks for watching. Steven, thanks.
absolutely, some more. You're getting more. You're getting more stuff than I am here.
Chance Houston, one of our official sponsors of the event here for us. That's,
Absolutely.
ThreeFive Designs.
Yes, we want to thank them. ThreeFive Designs and our other one as soon as I can figure out how to use this thing. ThreeFive Designs, check them out on Facebook. You can find them at that address, ThreeFive Designs. Spell out the 3-5. And then we also have the other sponsor, Leading Edge Hobbies, again on Facebook, that we want to thank Jeffrey Peterson.
Yes, sir. Yep. If you need any car kits or any parts for anything to do with dirt oval, get Jeffrey on Facebook. You can see his phone number there on the screen there at the bottom of this logo. Wanted to also say that Chance really stepped up, gave us some stuff to give away today. It was a great deal. Some cool wing stickers, sprint cones. Got really cool design to them. And let me tell you what, he is for himself and other cars. Main prices are affordable for us. So we're not going to have to sit there and spend $100 on an item. So right now, the wing stickers are running $6. Black, black or white for $6, and green for $7. You can pretty much make any color you want. So get a hold of him. He's on Facebook too. He's also got these super cool. This is something that I am very excited because I'm a late model. He's got a hood scoop with an air cleaner set up, and they both are separate. So you actually mount it separately. It looks about as real as you can get to an actual hood scoop air cleaner setup on a big one. So,
And if you look at that, the scoop in the front there, but then you got the air cleaner and the cover. There's two different pieces. If you can see the white piece down below for the cleaner, and then you got a cover on the top.
yep. And again, you can get you pretty much do about any color you want. And those the hood scoops are starting at $8 for basic colors, $9 for custom colors. So, and then real quick, he's got headers too for your sprint car guys. Again, starting out at $8 for basic colors, $9 for any color you want.
And the thing that we broke news earlier,
And for late model guys, he is doing roll cages for late models. And when I say roll cage, it's an actual roll cage. It's got round tubing. It's got like, I just saw the prototype. I think there's like 5 mounting points for this cage. So it's going to give your roof line a lot more stability. Because we all know, like, usually when Marshall a late model, pick it up by the roof.
yep,
Got that extra support in there, it's going to save from all the cracking down there on the E-pillars and stuff like that.
yep.
So definitely check them out, guys.
Yes, indeed. I think we got somebody over there that we might need to try to grab.
He's making his way closer to us.
Making his way kind of closer to us. He's talking with Alex right now. Hold on, I'm gonna yell here.
Welcome, Bob.
Hey, Mike.
Checking in, Justin.
Got a second?
Justin, thanks for watching, man.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, guys. Corey was answering Nathan's question as well. Stefan said Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
That's another good one. I can go with Dr. Pepper too.
33 flavors? Is that what it is?
Something like
It's
that.
got some number, some crazy number. I don't mind a Dr. Pepper. That's not bad. I can't drink. So when it comes to Coca-Cola, I cannot drink it out of like a 20 ounce or a can.
Really?
But like if I go to McDonald's,
Yep.
their fountain Coke is so good.
You know, you say that. My wife is the same exact way. She absolutely loves fountain pop.
Yeah.
She's like, that's totally different from everything else. I'll take a fountain pop over anything, any other kind of can, bottle, you name it. You know what I used to like?
Oh gosh, man, when I was a kid, you drink the whole thing in one thing. It was so good.
So cold. The glass bottle kept it so cold for so long. Oh, yes.
I remember
Love
going
doing
to,
those.
went to Jewel and Osco with my mom to get groceries, and they always had the wooden crate of the case of bottles, you know. And my mom couldn't carry it, so I'd always carry it. And my dad, he'd be like, you know, he wouldn't want me to drink any of it for him, but I'd sneak like 3 or 4 bottles right out of it.
Nathan, how's that? You said you're a little bit harder to hear. A little bit closer. I turned you up just a little bit. See if that helps out any at all.
Well, that was part of the plan. You really don't want to hear me anyway.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true at all. They did announce that they are going to start the races here in 10 minutes. So we got 10 minutes until Mod B Sprint or Mod Sprint B group is coming out. We do have somebody that's working our way a little bit closer. Never actually had him on the show, believe it or not.
He's good. He's a great editor.
This, I know you guys. I know you have had him in the past. So I'm looking forward to that. But you guys have a lot of things that people want to talk to you about. Understand that wholeheartedly.
How it is, Sean, when someone starts talking about a race car, we can talk for hours about it.
Exactly. While we got a second here, I'm going to go through and hit the people that are responsible for the King of the Wings. We want to make sure that these people get recognized and have you guys take a look at each of their products. Team GFRP, they're the headline sponsors. MR Customs.
Redesigns.
Riley Motorsports. You're at a track and he's there. He's usually got his van. He's got all kinds of stuff stocked and ready to roll. Rotor Ron. See, Ron got him.
He even warned me about it.
Exactly. Velocity RC.
Those guys are up and coming, man.
Yes, they are.
I think they got some good products. Lefthander.com.
Yes, check them out as well. And last but not least, Exalt. They're another one that's got some stuff up and coming. Really good products.
I want to tell you guys, if it wasn't for these sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff. So, go out and support.
Yes, these are the ones that give back to us as racers, and they obviously have given back to PTs and the King of the Wings.
Almost all the big events, these sponsors step up. Like I said, if they didn't do that, none of these events would be around.
Exactly. You got more comments over there than I do. Jared, he was just down on the stand down there.
Wiping the sweat off his brow. He decides to watch us a little bit, calm him down, get rid of that race jitters.
Yeah, we were talking about Jared earlier. He had some issues in the seating yesterday, but was very fortunate to have to be able to use a second backup car.
Yeah, speaking of him, I wanted to bring this up. So they just wrapped up their point series here at 18.
Yes.
And Jared took the number one spot, took the win. Nick Henderson took second. Alex Vanny was third. Mike Murphy Jr. Tyler
Burmeister.
I got it right.
There you go.
But what I wanted to say about that is, we all kind of talk about how much spend a mile. We all know it. There's not much coming back to you if you're just doing this. But they had $7,200 in prize money dispersed through all the classes.
That is awesome. You don't see that happen too often, but when it does happen, it's very nice. To be able to say that they have people that will give back to the racers and give to the racers is amazing, fantastic.
So he is going to be a contender.
Yes, he is.
He came in there with that money in his pocket. He's ready to win that trophy.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He wants to take and add that to the collection of trophies from PTs.
He's collecting them up all over the place lately, man.
Talking about collecting trophies, we're going to have to try to get him up here. Jeremy Riley. Jeremy Riley is the past winner for the past 2 years. He's going for a three-peat, guys. He's going for a three-peat.
That's he's got a good shot at it.
Yes, he does. I believe he does. There's a lot of good cars out there. Jared was one of them. Mike Murphy was another one. Burmeister was up there as well. You know, a lot of these guys. There's some big names up here ready to roll. Just kind of keep an eye on everybody. Keep an eye on the ones that we don't talk about. It's not uncommon to have somebody just pop up out of the blue.
Nice.
Like this.
Mike,
What's going on?
What's up, Mike?
What's up, guys?
how you doing? Do you mind talking for a little bit?
Oh, sure.
I've never got to interview you.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Do I have cooties? Good.
Do you have cooties?
I feel like I'm getting ready to.
Bring that just a tad bit closer to the mouth.
Is it right here?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Nathan told us that he didn't have his close enough, or it was a little bit soft. So, but for anybody out here that doesn't know, go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Mike Murphy. I am a proud father of two, happily married, and usually attended by day, and car racer by night.
Fantastic. You also used to race 1-to-1 scale.
Yeah, I used to run the big stuff. Had some success with that, but you come to a point with that stuff where you're limited by your funds. I feel like I did pretty much at the level I was at. So, like 32 years old, I'm like, well, I'll either start a family or going up to tracks. So there's more to life than racing, despite what some people think.
Exactly.
Find my balance. So toy cars, I still get my racing itch, you know. Gives me plenty of time to I can pick and choose when I go race and have my family life and do other things too.
Fantastic. Now, how long have you been racing? I know, talking with Rich in the past, you've been racing since you were pretty small.
Yeah, Uncle Bill, he's racing here today. Yeah, he got me started. I go over to my grandmother's house when he's still in there. I just go straight downstairs and look at his basement look like mine does now. There's just stuff everywhere, and I was fascinated by it. Finally took me to the track a couple times and raced for about 3 or 4 years. And then actually one summer vacation, all my RC stuff that was basically donated to my Uncle Bill was stolen. Oh no! Yeah, it was like right before junior high and stuff, so it was kind of a deal where I got away from that and got into the big car stuff. Started to dabble a little bit in off-road with RC while I was big car racing. Big car since 2014. That was our last year. Ran off-road pretty hard for a few years, and that kind of died off in our area. And then the dirt only stuff. I'd always go every year, like and stuff, just to pick them there and hit hills and stuff like that. I wasn't around. So now it's the only racing I really do. Talk about Indian eye racing. That was never come out of my racing. I like RC. It's it's safe, it's fairly affordable, and it's hands-on. It's doing good physical and all that. So that aspect is cool. So keeps us busy. Think by as long as Rich and a lot of us have done this, you think we'd have it all figured out.
There's always stuff.
Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous.
Changing. Then you drive for somebody like Dustin. He's always looking for. He's looking for that next thing to look for.
That was one of the reasons I wanted to get Dustin. He's always pushing, always trying to find that next cool thing. I just wanted to be an artist like that. It's been awesome.
You see Nathan's question? Do you have that one? Why don't you go ahead? I can't quite see it really good enough to be able to ask it.
Dean
Nathan Dean.
Oh my gosh. The GOAT?
The GOAT.
I would like to know that too, Nathan. Yeah, I don't know. We're not very stable right now. I mean, I had speed last night. I overmotored right there pretty bad. It's pretty choppy on the bottom. I'm not sure, honestly, which direction I need to go. I've been second guessing myself with tires here, and like I said, I overloaded. We needed to turn down the EPA there. I thought we might rip the lip, but I ain't gonna turn 4.4s on the lip. I don't think this weekend. So I was trying to do a lot on the bottom with way too much power. So no, I don't know. Maybe I need to give Nathan a call here and none of this and get me squared away. Him and Arnie, man, they're so smart. They say are so awesome. You know, when you get a message or something from them, you know, with some suggestion, you better be open to this. Man, I wish those guys could have made it, man. I mean, hardly ever get a race with them. Awesome. So I think, I don't know, I'm going to go to that Tony's race next Labor Day. So I'm thinking right now, so hopefully those guys are there. I can see them there. Kind of like I said, I wish they were here. I think they had a good time when they came up here. So, you know, he came into my house here at the time, and you know, TQ both classes and this and that. You know, they were snooker up there in the mains. Luckily, and if I go to, I guarantee if I go to Texas or go into his backyard, I'm probably C main at best. So that just shows how good he is. Anybody, you know, knows who's been here or watches here. I mean, the guys that race here weekly are so freaking good. You know, I mean, it's the talent pool just gets deeper. I mean, Jared came over here a couple years ago. And I knew right away that he was going to be ridiculously good. That kid's going to win a lot of races. But everybody else has really been stepping up their games too. I mean, Nick Henderson's really stepped up his game. Weston Atkinson, these guys are just putting in the work. So it was kind of the me and Alex show here for the first few years. Between me getting older and these guys, more of them coming, and they're just getting better. It's getting hard to just win a club race.
Well, like some people I've learned from said, and you're one of them. You know, if you really truly want to get better, you're not just going to race at the same place. You're going to go against. You're going to come out here to race these people that race at this track. You're going to go to the ones that race at that track and race against their best, so that you have something that you can judge yourself and learn.
You're absolutely right, and you know that kind of showed at I-44 really. Like, you know, we went there this year, a group from here, and it was the majority of our guys on the podium. I think that's just because these guys, I mean, we were blessed here in Illinois that we have so many good tracks with a lot of competition. But I mean, it's good to go to different, like I-44, it kind of reminded me of Chili Bowl size track, you know, and I had to learn to, instead of snap the car in there, I just had to bend the car. I had to like retrain myself. So I mean, when guys travel and they learn different techniques and whatnot, the more you travel, I mean, you're just gonna get better. It's like kids that do travel softball or whatever. You know, the kids that do it more and just see different things, you're just gonna get better. So getting older now, so I don't get to do quite as much stuff. So, but I mean, I'm blessed to have this place about 2 hours away where I can come here and race on the best indoor dirt oval that there's ever been in life.
I think in Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, I think we're very blessed with the number of tracks that we have. Not only the number, but actually also the quality.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate that we have some high quality tracks.
It's crazy. Like Bob Rennis is here this week, and like, I mean, Lighton's always been an awesome track to go to, but like to see what he's doing out there, you know, out there in Iowa. I mean, it's 2.5 hours for me from the Quad Cities, but man, I mean, guys put in that effort. You just gotta go, you know, show them support.
Exactly.
I mean, things going on at BB Mott's kind of a bad deal, you know, but just shows the effort that he's wanting to do, you know, to put a roof over that.
Exactly.
Put that track. So,
Cedar Bluffs is another one.
oh yeah.
They put in some money there too.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. That track's it's different. It's big and fast. It's kind of one of them things like Zach. They do their schedule really good. I think they race like once every 6 weeks. But I think that's a place you wouldn't want to race every week. But it's just cool to go there every once in a while to get on something that big. So we get a variety here. There's no doubt about it. Oh man, it's awesome. Like I said, it's they're pretty good. They're good about keeping it loose. Like I'm old school, man. I wish we were running whole shots today. So these tracks in Illinois, half of them are kind of a little high vibe, but there's still some that try to keep it loose.
Okay, we're not going to keep you much longer, so you can go get ready, get stuff ready. One question I got two questions. What was your most memorable moment playing Big Brothers?
Probably that first Beer Brothers Summer Series. That was a good one, but when I got to race a little bit of open, I got to race a little open and had a really good race. I'd say probably the Beery Brothers stuff. We were kind of Beery Brothers Summer Series. The last big race, but that first Beery win was pretty cool. It was a good race. I mean, you go to these big races and you always see the guys that win, and you're like, man, fortunately after that, I won some more. So something that everybody thinks with that experience, with that feeling.
Yep.
Oh yeah, awesome. Yep, it was pretty cool.
Second question, my last question. I don't know, I'm sure Jake's got something. Your biggest and most memorable moment in the first series?
Probably it's gotta be Chili Bowl, I guess. I mean, at that point, like I said, I wasn't racing a lot. I think a lot of people thought I was Matt Murphy for a long time. And they didn't know who I was. And unfortunately, I had a weekend there.
Oh, we all knew.
Well, yeah, the local guy, my local guy, I don't think anybody else really did. That was a great week for me, but the other one would probably be actually the King Wings here. That was just awesome racing there too. I have a lot more confidence coming into that race that I had the skills in the car. I was getting this equipment there, had the back row challenge there, found some extra money for me to go to the back, and I wouldn't dare do that. There were just too many fast guys, but I was able to go to the back and pass Alex on the high side and take the win and stuff, and that was pretty awesome. Like I said, the Chili Bowl was awesome this week. Wish I had done better at sprint, but man, anytime that I was able to squeeze Nathan out there in a late model race, had me shaking in my boots a little bit, but anytime you can even be on the same lap as Nathan, you're not that. Fortunate enough that I was able to go to the Checker Bowl.
I do have to say, I was there that year.
Yeah, I remember that, man. You picked me up. You ran on the track and picked me up.
That was one of the only times I've ever cried at a RC race.
I was like, what's he crying? I thought you were just crying because you're so tired. And you're like, oh,
I'm tired.
I'm a big crier.
I just being local with you and watching you all the time and knowing before as you went in. I mean, there were several of us that were telling them, watch out for this guy, and everybody was like, they're like, oh no, we're gonna watch this guy. I'm like, no, and other people are like, no, Mike Murphy, watch him.
Yeah.
And to be there when he did it, and then to do a back-to-back, that
was cool.
Was an amazing feeling for me to watch.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
It was pretty ridiculous. I was shaking like Chris Godfather shakes going on, but I was able to do it. So. No, we've had some good times, man. Like I said, back to Silvis, we had the indoor track and the Rock River Raceway. We've had some awesome tracks for all of us to get together, cheer each other on, and learn from each other. So, no, I'm psyched that you guys are back in action doing this stuff. I mean, you took your break and then these things, did whatever. And now that we're back, or you guys are back, and got some content. We need you guys back here. I mean, I think this is plenty popular enough to where people are interested in it and going to follow it and watch
Absolutely.
it. And like I said, I love listening, watching the podcast and stuff. So I mean, I'm super tickled that you guys are back in. This is awesome. This is good for everybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
This is great.
Jake, you got?
It's cool to see our guys when they go to big races do well. It's like I said, I mean, there's some tough, out west, Oklahoma, Texas, there's some tough dudes out there. And I mean, I'd put our group up against any of them. I'm not saying better, but I mean, I'd put them up against them.
Exactly. I think
This is a tough group. I know there's only 40 mods here today, but it ain't no easy picking for anybody.
there's probably at least a good 10 of them that actually have a decent chance.
Yeah, for sure. I got, I kind of screwed myself up there in seating a little bit, and now I got to deal with that Howard kid, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So I loaned him a car so he could get in, and now he's going to kick my butt here. No, it's all good. Like I said, it's just kind of the way it is around here. You see a guy, it doesn't matter what car he's driving. It's just been a shame that didn't allow me to get in.
Exactly.
So that's pretty cool that Tom has that rule, That'd just be a shame. It's pretty awesome.
My last thing before you go is not a question. I just want you to know, you and about 4 other guys as a father. Because my son raced, he looked up to me, he helped him a lot of different things. I know I'm missing one. You guys, actually Rockstar, you guys did a little bit, not necessarily took him under your feet. You talked to him enough, you got him out of his shell, you brought him around, you taught him how to be a young man. And he looked up to me all, especially my I don't know if you ever watched towards the end. He tried to tell me that watch that race for you.
Oh, look at us in front of
Look at
the death
exactly.
The ring of death. They called that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. That was pretty cool little trick, and it was quite a penalty.
Exactly.
But yeah, I seen him really doing that stuff. You ready to do that? Well, sometimes I think. I mean, it's easier. I don't know what it is. I don't have a kid that races yet, but I think it's easier sometimes for a kid to not have dad.
Exactly.
Not that you're doing something wrong, but they want to hear it from
Somebody else.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know what it is about that, but William was a great kid and racing the field. No problem helping.
And again, I can't thank each and every one of you guys. It meant so much to see him grow.
He's huge.
He's probably as tall as you now.
That dude is huge. I seen him with the hair still a little long.
Oh yeah, got the beard going.
He's a big boy now.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so I gotta get my stuff for this midget race. So, man, anytime. Awesome. Again, thank you guys for coming back.
It's our pleasure. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Jared, how are you doing, sir? It's good to see you. Yes, the Glacier, we tried getting him to hear him better. I hear him really good. I got him turned up quite a bit here. Glad to see you here. And the beard. Thank you for the nice touch bit there. I I waited 26 years to do this. I'm off for a while right now, for at least a little bit longer. And then we'll be here as long as I can have it. And then when I retire, we'll be here for That is correct. The seal around the face, that we wear, the mask, has to have smooth skin. And as you can tell with all this, it's not smooth skin. That's quite rough, and air will seep out through that. So yeah, we have to wear no face or no beard, no beard. When I first started, we could have a goatee, but I stopped right after the top of the chin. It was underneath. Yep. So, but that. Exactly. All right, we've started in. We've kind of missed out on the first two. Kevin Smith won the first one with Corey Burgett coming from the bottom all the way up to the number 2 spot. I did not see the last race. I apologize for that. I did have it out there so you guys could watch it. We're going to try to now do a little bit of announcing as we watch this race. We got the track back on the screen, and we'll turn that one off. We need to kind of stand up here to take and really watch this, and we'll keep an eye on this, on the comments. Keep the comments coming, questions, anything you got, let us know. Everybody's out here. This round we got in the number one spot, Nick Henderson. Number 3, Mr. Rick Putnam, P3 Designs. Lindley, yes, that's a new one for me. Number 5, Will Nichols. So I know most of you know this, but for those who are on here that don't, when they did this seeding round earlier, they seeded, and this is how they got placed into their heat races. We'll try to figure out who's who out here on the track.
Looks like the track is picking up speed.
Yes, it does.
Looks like that little groove is kind of starting to weigh up a little bit. Kind of see how it's
Yes, indeed. We got so lucky that they allowed us to be here. With the camera being right at the start-finish line, I mean, my goodness, we couldn't ask for anything better. Paul and Tom, fantastic people to work with. They are running a track that's absolutely amazing. Weren't you right over there? No, he's not here. No, Larry Anderson isn't here. That's right. No, Alex is watching. All right, here we go. We got Nick out in front in that orange numbered wing, black and white car. Jacob in the green with the orange number. Rick Putnam in that black, white, and orange. We got 2 of those. They look like twins. He's got the orange wheels. All right. So Nick has the white wheels with the orange, black, and white. So those are your top 3 right now. Jacob's running a 5.3. Actually is averaging 4.9. That is some good laps. Oh, Putnam just spins out down on the front here. He's still got that spot saved. Nick's still out front. He's coming out of turn 4 right now. Your number 2 car in that which one was it? The green car. Yep. Will. Yeah, Will's coming out 4 right now. Rick. Ooh, Will just turns around there in turn 2. That cost him a little bit. That allows Carmen to jump up to the number 2 spot. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We got Nick out front again. He's just busted off a 4.6 lap. He's averaging 4.9s. Will Nichols is in that number 2 spot. Number 2 spot, he's got a 4.9 average as well. Cameron averaging 5. Got Nick, Will, Cameron, Rick, Josh, and Jacob. Number 3 with the white wheels, orange number 3, that's the leader, Nick Henderson. He is right in that bottom groove. He's found that groove at the bottom and he's loving it. Oh, got into somebody there. Here's some talking on the driver's stand. And Nichols coming up on him, it sounds like. Got Nick, Will, Cameron, Rick, Josh, and Jacob. All right, here we go. Nick takes that. The 37.301. Oh, they switched it on us so fast there. All right. Nichols was number 2. So in between each race, they blow off the track. That was the last of the B group, Mod B group. That was the last of the Mod B group. We're going to go into midgets. Midgets have a little bit smaller chassis. Yeah. Yep, there is definitely a whole separate rule package for them. Our first heat out is heat number 4. That's going to be Mike Dibb in the number 1 spot. Number 3, another local guy that Mike was just talking about, Uncle Bill Murphy.
What a good guy.
Yes, indeed.
Starting number 4 is going to be Taylor Bainey.
And that is the starting grid for this one. 4 cars in this.
I was talking about this in the office. I was talking about those cars that actually, in my mind, I think
Really? Yep. He's still sitting over there at his spot. He's not in any hurry to head down. He must be in one of the last the midget races. Top qualifier. Fantastic. I do want to thank Corey Burchett. He actually offered to let me drive his car earlier today, and I tell him I appreciate the offer. Today I am concentrating on doing this. Unfortunately, we had a couple of speed bumps early on, but I think we're working through those pretty darn well. Everything looks like it's running, knock on wood, knocking on that cranium up there on top. Absolutely. We're going to have some more stuff going on here later, kind of in between some of the rounds. Maybe we're going to do some pit walks and stuff like that. But we want to kind of get a little bit of everything. We want to be able to see the races. We want to be able to announce the races. We want to do interviews. Exactly, and then later on tonight, when we get into the mains, we're gonna get to be down on the track for the driver intros. If you haven't seen a PT's intro, you're up for an absolute amazing time. It is one of the best ones I've ever seen. All right, Mike's out in front. Oh, right off the bat. We only got 3 cars out there, so somebody's gone. Tyler, Bill Murphy. Bill's not in. Something happened to Bill's car. He's out. Tyler's out front. Jason, number 2. We're all tied up down here in turn 3 and 4. He is in that blue car. Mike Dibb up front. Red, white, and the black, orange, and yellow is Jason Fleming. Mike's got a 5.1 average going. Jason's got a 5.4, just dumped that down to a 5.3. And Taylor's got a 5.4 as well. On the fly. Absolutely. Checking that wheel rate down, making sure that it doesn't overturn. And maybe giving a little extra top end. Starting it off slow and making sure you can handle that car. Mike's still out front. They're on lap 20 out of 35. Or no, yeah, I think they're doing 35. Yes, 35 laps. Lap 22, Mike's still out front. Taylor's in the number 2 spot and Jason in the number 3 spot.
Mike's still holding down some of the fastest laps.
5.1.
Still holding on to that.
Taylor just busted out a 4.99. Mike at a 5.002. No, not. 27 laps. 7 more, 6 more. Your leader, Mike. And then it's in the blue and white. No, which one am I going? It's in the blue and white, correct? Red and white. All right. Yes, he is. You are correct. He's up behind everybody. He's not looking to pass anybody. He's in a he was in the comfort zone. Yeah, it was in the Ultra's curve. Oh, sorry, Mike. Still work. He's still got plenty of room. He's got a half a lap lead. Taylor, and he crosses the line that time by at 35.302. Taylor was at 34.3 flat, and Jason 34.305, I believe it was. No, he doesn't. He's moving through. I think it's Paul on the mic over there right now. All right, race number 5. Race number 5. Second one of the midgets. We got in the number 1 spot, Thomas Turk.
Number 2 is Gavin
Tonis. Or tennis. Number 3, Brett Finkel. No, not Ray Finkel, Brett Finkel.
Unfortunately, he probably gets out of bed.
Yes, and I'm sorry, Brett. I just had to do it.
Number 4 is Joe Lewis.
And number 5, Rich Tennis. I think he might have something to do with the track.
A little bit.
Some sort of relation.
I got one of the hardest names to say.
Yes, it is. It's definitely not something that you would think of as being tennis. I heard that the first time and I was like, interesting.
Malcolm Coney, Virginia Retro. Good to see you, man. Have to see you hopefully sometime when come out there. Marty.
Oh, somebody went up and over the edge. Hard hit on that turn 1 and 2.
Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, just send me a message. We'll try to get an answer best we can.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know I can hear you perfect. You're loud and clear. Hopefully. All right. We got Thomas, Gavin, Brett, Joe, and Rich. That's your starting grid. Yep.
His two sons. I'm all about kids and doing family things together, and it's just so cool to see them. Hopefully, they have good days, healthy, and finish right where they like to be.
Absolutely, absolutely. Joe had a little bit harder time earlier today. That's why he was down towards the bottom, but I think he's got it now. Joe will be starting in the number 4 spot in the black, red, and white car. Your number 1 is in the black and orange. Pink, yes it is. And then Gavin's in that orange, bright orange, and Brett's in the pink. Then you got Joe and Rich in the red and white car.
I'm watching Thomas in practice. He's getting that thing pretty good dialed in.
And down in through the infield. That was our number 3 guy. I think that was good. I think that was Finkel. Number 3. Running order so far, Thomas, Gavin. Ooh, another one going out to the top in number 2. That would have been Gavin. Thomas in the number 1 spot, averaging 5.0. Joe into the number 2 spot now after that little spin out by Gavin. He's at a 5.2. Brett's back up after that little infield incident to a 5.8. Number 3, oh, hard hits down in turn 1 and 2. Might have been just outside of camera's view, unfortunately. Nope, Tom's still out in front. Thomas still out in front. Joe in the number 2 spot. Joe coming up, yes. Thomas just ran a 4.94. That's going to be hard to catch. Yes, indeed. He's got the open air. Joe has some open air too. Yes, he is. Coming in low down in turns 3 and 4, though.
Spread out now, got a little space between each other.
23 laps for your leader here, Thomas. In that number 1 spot, Joe still in the number 2 spot. Gavin in the 3, Rich and Brett round out the field. Mike Zaja, how you doing, sir? Ooh, hey Ryan.
Tuning in, man. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, thank you all.
I'll never forget the first time I saw it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can all white car.
Yes, indeed. 33 laps that time by. 34 coming up here real quick for your leader. Tom is still out front. Joe, number 2, Rich, up to the number 3, Gavin. Oh, we got a bunch in the back. We got some, a couple of them upside down. Thomas got taken out, but he was far enough out front that he is going to stay your number 1. Thomas with the 36.303. Luke, Joe with the 34.301. Rich, 32.304. Gavin, 32.308. And Mr. Finkel is a little bit back. Oh, here we go. This has got a couple of big hitters here. All right, this is going to be a good one. This is race number 6. Race number 6. This is our 3rd race of the midgets. Who's in the front? Mike Murphy Jr. is going to be leading the pack here. We got Tyler Burmeister as the number 2. Number 4, Jason Morey. Mary Herring, another local guy for us. And at Island as well, quite a bit.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Mount Yeah. Down below Burlington.
It's down there a ways.
Right on the river. No, it's even Fort Madison. Fort Madison, yes, Fort Madison. That is correct.
Sorry about that, Larry, if you're listening.
Larry Wright, the owner of Rider Speedway. All right. Getting a little warm up here, getting the cars, seeing how they need to do. They'll get the bring them in signal here shortly. Get your last adjustments. Looks like some really loose cars there. Coming into 3 and 4, several of them. See, you can see there on the screen that driver's stand. To your far left, that's Mike Murphy, and right next to him is Larry Herring. And I'm not sure who the other two are. I hope so. Exactly. All right, we're missing one. We'll find out who that is here shortly. Oh, there we go. That's he's down there. All right. That's another nice thing about this facility is they got a spot that is wheelchair accessible. All right, Mike takes the green flag and he's off like a cannon. No, he ain't. Tyler got a little sideways in one. Jeff got sideways too. Down to 3 and 4. Mike Murphy riding that middle cushion right now. Looking low. Your number 2 car, Tyler. Got a little sideways. He is actually now in the lead. Mike got sideways in turns 3 and 4 as well. Mike goes back to the number 2 spot. Tyler out front. Yes, he is. He's out front. Mike got a little loose in number 3 and 4 again. We got Tyler out front. He's got a 5-1. Mike's in the number 2 spot with a 5-2. Jason Morey in the number 3 spot, 5-7. Jeff Bort in the number 4 spot with a 6-5. Just dropped that down and Murray in the 6-6. Tyler's still out front. Yes, he is. Tyler did a 498 and Mike rattled off a 492. And Mike ended it. So Mike's back out front. He goes around. Tyler in that number 2 spot in that blue car. Right behind Mike in that yellow car. Mike top up here. Yeah. So you got Mike Murphy Jr. back out in the front. That was the 21st, just that time by Tyler. Oh, Tyler going upside down, end over there in the backstretch. Mike got into it a little bit there, it looked like, too. Mike Murphy still out front. Tyler in the number 2 spot. He's got about a half lap on him. He's getting ready to lap him, actually, right there. Yep, they're right next to each other. Mike's going to go underneath him, put a lap on the field now. Tyler in the number 2 spot. Got a car upside down in turn 2. 28 this time by for Mike. Unfortunately, some of that we can't see, and I apologize. We have the camera out as wide as it will go. No, he's had a 4.5 earlier. Fast lap's going to be over more. No, actually it's right there. 4.874. That was on lap 8. Tyler's got a 4.998 fast lap. Oh! Right at the end. Coming out of 4. Tyler coming around. And he finishes. Mike Murphy with a 35.301. Tyler with a 34.308. Jason 31.301. Jeff 31.302. Larry 27.3 flat. Woo! That was a hard one. All right, got some local guys to each other in this next one here.
Uncle Kelly, Uncle Jason, Rick, Mike, Al, and Ryan, thanks so much for all you guys tuning in. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much.
So any questions about facility, racing, any questions,
We're going to be doing quite a few different things. This is the first time we've really done some actual commentary as far as calling the race. It's been pretty good so far.
like I said earlier, for our first time, going out and do something live, this is the best event we could have picked.
I agree. We're going to continue to have interviews when we get chances. We're going to also have pit walks and do the driver ceremony tonight when we get into the A mains. So if you have not seen PT's driver ceremony, you are in for a treat. This is probably one of, if not the best driver intro you will ever see.
I'm going to go with
It is. I have to.
all the sponsors.
Yes.
Nobody does it the way. Sign up.
Yes. Yes.
So even if we pick this song, it's kind of like the setup is like a tunnel almost. So when you come walking down the hallway, your song's gonna be playing.
They're going to be absolutely. We got plans to be right down there with them. We should be right on top of. Real quick, we want to do something while we're waiting. Oh no, not now. We're going to wait on that one. We're going to get going here. We got Alex Fanning in the number 1 spot. Scott Hooper in the number 2 spot. Cameron Kleiber in the number 3 spot. Mason Reacher in the number 4 spot, and Tori Snow in the number 5. Your leader in the white car out front, that's Alex Fanning. Your number 2 car is the other white one that just spun down in 1 and 2. Your number 3 car in that red now is your number 2, Cameron Kleiber up into the number 2 spot. Alex still out front. Alex right at the back of the pack. He's not pushing hard right now. He's got the field in front of him, and he's got about half a track lead over the number 2 car, Scott Hooper. Your fast lap, 488.3 by Alex. Dang, and he's averaging a 4.9. Scott in that number 2 spot. He's got a 5.4 average with a 5.01 fast lap. Cameron in that number 3 spot, 5.03 average with a 5.10. Your leader's starting to make his way through. He's right behind that red car right now. That'll be Tori Snow, I believe. That's Cameron, okay. Now he's coming up to Scott Hooper. Oh, Hooper just went up and over. That's going to allow somebody, I think that was Hooper that went up and over, maybe not. Who was that? Must not have been him. It must have been Mason that did that. The red. So Hooper's back here? Yeah. Okay. He's coming up. Alex is out front on lap 25. Just number 26. Yes, 26 that time by, 27 this time by. Alex, Scott, Cameron, Corey, and Mason. Yes, they do. Your leader coming across the line right now. He's got that low line going good for him. He's out, going into 3, coming out of 4 right now.
Scott's getting very loose.
Cameron up on him. Alex got a little loose right there with him. He's coming up on the backside of Scott. He's got a shot. We got 2 laps to go. No, he does not make it. He finished across the line. Alex, Scott, Cameron, Tori, and Mason. Alex is 36.304. Scott 35.3 flat. And Cameron was 35.34.
Welcome, Chuck. Welcome, Mike.
Hey, I'm here. Am I here? And you're here too. Absolutely. Real quick, while they're doing the blowing of the track, we want to thank these 2 sponsors for getting us to the races this weekend. Leading Edge Hobbies. Jeffrey Peterson, thank you so very much. Check him out online at Facebook at Leading Edge Hobbies LLC. You can also, if you need anything, give him a call at that phone number right there. Absolutely. All right. Next time around, we're going to go through some of the people to thank that are bringing you the race here for the King of the Wings. So next race out is race 8. And this is back we're into the 50 plus sprint cars now. 50 plus. That means that you have to you have to be 50 years or older to be in this class.
20, 30 years. I know that some of the smoothest races in
Absolutely.
It's always a fun class.
Wolfman. Absolutely. Our first race out is race 8 for the 50 and over sprint. Number 1 is Jeff Henderson in this heat.
Number 2 is going to be Double D.
Number 3, Gary Brannon.
Number 4, Tim Gokin.
Number 5, Mike Barnier.
Runner of Cedar Bluff Raceway.
Yes.
Guys on Facebook, Vegas. Good thing about that place.
All right, here we go. Jeff Henderson in the lead. He takes them across the line in that white orange car. Your number 2 car, Double D, in that orange and silver car. Gary in the green. Gary was getting ready to go around Double D. No, Double D holds him off. Fight. Oh, going down the backstretch. Double D goes over. Gary got to the number 2 spot. No, Tim passes him, goes to the number 2 spot. People moving around, up and down. Jeff still out front. He has a 4.66 as a last time. Gary's in that number 2 spot. 4.82. He's got a fast of a 4.69. Yes, he is. All right. 10 laps in, 11.9 for that time by for your number 1. He's out front with that white and orange numbered car with the number 2 car behind it. And Gary Brannon again, he's back up to the number 2 spot in that silver car. He's spun over there. That could affect him. Was that Double D or was that Gary? It is hard to tell. Oh, something happened to Tim. Tim got knocked down to the number 4 spot. Double D up to the number 2 or 3 spot. Oh, it hits that disc and puts it sideways and spins in the front. Jeff out front. He's going on like 20, 21 coming across right now. Jeff out front. Still with a 4.61 as a fast time. Averaging 5.0. Gary in the number 2 spot. Double B 3. Tim Gokin in the 4 spot. And Mike in the 5 spot.
Spread out now.
Setting up, something's going on. But as you can see, they're also still they're all over the place. They're running the low line, the middle line, and the high line. Right? You got a little bit of everything going on here. This track will hold you in all 3 spots. Oh, something right out front here got him. Mike off the track. Nope, back on the track. Yep. 34 laps that time by Jeff, Gary, Double D, Tim, and Mike. All right, that's a race. Jeff Henderson takes that one with a 36.3 flag. Gary, 36.303. That close. Double D into the number 3 spot. Here. Yes. All right, our second race of the 50 plus, race number 9. All right, in that number 1 spot, just because Cuz is our number 1 for this race.
Number 2 is Rich Dale.
Number 3, the Godfather, Rich Nordholm.
Number 4, Tony Mitchell.
Number 5, Larry Herring.
Number 6, Robert
Boulanger. Kind of like lingerie. That's how I always remember it.
We'll be modeling that later.
No. That's good. Neither one of us will be. All right. These cars here. All right, we got. What are we waiting on this time? Nope. We just got done having the stuff blown off. Love that shirt. Orange and bright pink and bright yellow. That's Mr. Reacher. So we got just because Rich, Tony, Larry, and Robert.
If somebody could let us know
Absolutely. According to our stuff, it's showing that it's been fairly decent. I don't want to say anything more than that because I don't want to give us any kind of a... But thank you for all of you for joining in. Keep the comments coming. Let us know you're watching. If you've got questions, Sean said, hey, bring them on. All right, they just all got the order to slow them down, bring them in, make their adjustments. That's in Knoxville, correct? No. Galesburg.
Dirk, man, buddy, thanks for tuning in, man. I saw you in for a bit, man. How's it going?
All right, again, this is the second group, second heat of 50 and over sprint. This is race number 9 out of 22. Just Cuz, number 1, Rich Durnell, number 2, Rich Nordholm, number 3, Tony Mitchell, 4, Larry Herring, 5, and Robert Boulanger, number 6. Number 1 car, Just Cuz, is the green car. Rich, the red and blue. Rich Nordholm is the red and black. Tony Mitchell's got the white and blue. Larry Herring spinning in 3 and 4. Robert Boulanger in that Save the Boobies car. Just Cuz right out in front. Darnell right behind him. Fighting lap traffic. Oh, Darnell got hit by lap traffic. That gives Rich Nordholm second spot. Just Cuz gets sideways. Keeping it out front though. Nordholm's working his way up, doing his magic. Robert Boulanger coming up from the bottom up to the number 3 spot. He is coming up hard on backside of Rich Nordholm. The Godfather's got him out, just out in front of Robert Boulanger. Boulanger starting to put a little bit of pressure on Rich. Here we, yes, he is. Oh, Robert, yes. Rich gets around. Robert gets hit. Their leader getting ready to put Robert a lap down. Their leader coming out of 4, right behind Robert. This Just Cuz. Yes, it is. Oh, so you say that. Curse of the announcer. Nordholm working his way back up now. You got Just Cuz, Rich Nordholm. Rich Darnell. Something happened to Robert. He's back to the number 5 spot. Tony Mitchell into the number 4 spot, and Larry Herring in 6. Rich Nordholm right behind him with 4.78. But out of all of them, Rich Darnell, 4.61. Yes, indeed. 29 that time by, 30 laps this time for Cuz. Rich in the number 2 spot. Tony Mitchell into the number 3. Rich down to the number 4. Robert Boulanger getting hit out front. That gets our... Oh, Nordholm gets turned around. No, he did not. That was Tony. Just Cuz. Rich, Nordholm, Tony. Rich, Darnell, Robert Boulanger, and Larry Herring in the number 6 spot. 35 laps that time by. We're getting close here. Oh, he stays on the lead lap though. Just Cuz not quite able to get that lap on him. Rich, number 2, Tony 3, Rich Darnell, number 4, Robert Boulanger back to the number 5, Larry Herring in 6. Yes, it is. All right, here we go. Number 3 heat race for the 50 plus. This is race number 10 of 22. Race number 10 of 22.
Yeah, Mike, you're totally right, man. That's one thing about this track is they ride it on the views. The banking is really pretty steep. So the business guys are shot. Somebody you have to get into them or don't even know. So yeah, man, you're absolutely right.
All right. Race number 3 of the 50 plus sprints. Race number 10 overall. Our very first one in Wolfman.
Number 2 is gonna.
Oh, hey. Took us back a little bit. There we go.
Number 2 is going to start as Kevin Kleiber.
Number 3, Ron Fanning.
Number 4, Dan Nickel.
Number 5, Matt Donald out of Layton.
Number 6, Kevin Jenneth.
Then we're going to go with that Wolfman. Out in front here, he is going to be in the white number 4. bright orange number 4 on his wing.
That's one thing I like about Wolfman. He never changes his look, so you
Kevin Kleiber, he's going to be in the pink, number 69. Ron Feeney, I don't remember which one he's in. Team Yellow 71.
Last time I saw him, colors. They're both blind, I think, so. Yeah, that's what it is.
Actually, the 71 white or yellow with the orange number, that is Matt and Don. All right, they've got to go ahead and warm them up. We'll get a couple of laps. Get it out of the system now.
Those tires warmed up.
Ron Fanning's going to be in that yellow with the white number 4. Yes, that would be nice. But at the same time, you know, there's so many number 4s and so many number 10s, all that good stuff. The number, you know, just a fact here, you know, we got 2 number 4s. Actually, 3 number 4s, I think. Yeah, I think the first one, the yellow one, and the red, black, and white car over there, all number 4. It's like 5 cars out there were waiting on one. Like he had to take him back. No.
Welcome, Josh. Tuning in here. Dirk Maury from the Rockstar days. He was another son.
Yes.
4 or 5-year-old son. And it just was so cool to. I love that. Him and his dad, they raced together. The son.
All right, here we go. Coming out of 4, Wolfman takes the field across the line. Kevin Kleiber in that number 2 car, number 2 spot, the 69 pink. Oh, we got Ron Darling or Ron Fanning going around in circles down there. That drops him back to the number 6 spot. Matt Donald up to the number 4 spot. Takes Dan Mickle up to the number 3 spot. Your leader coming across the line right now, and then number 4, Wolfman.
4.698.
All right. Kevin Kleiber in that number 2 spot's got a 4.65. Those two got about a corner lead for Wolfman over, actually now a straightaway over Kevin Kleiber. Some spinning around. Their leader gets taken up into that spin around up in 3, but stays out front. Kleiber gets a little bit back. He's within a half a straightaway. Wolfman's in between the middle and the upper. Still holding it within about a quarter or a half a straightaway. Yes, he did. He's got almost a full straightaway lead now. Yes, indeed. We got Wolfman, Kevin, Dan, Matt, Ron, and Kevin. 20 lap that time by for the Wolfman. Yes, he is. Did he get passed by Mickle there? No, he did not. He's getting ready to pass a lap car. Mickle's coming up on the backside of him, though.
Yeah, he's pushing it.
Yes, indeed. Wolfman out front. Kevin Kleiber, Dan, Matt, Ron, and Kevin. Jenna.
Running from a 4.615.
Another one. Woo! Wolfman out front, 28 laps this time by as he comes across the line now. We got lap traffic in front of him. Got through. Wolfman, Kevin Kleiber, Dan Mickle, Matt Donald, Ron Fanning, and Kevin. 31 laps that time by for your leader. He's coming out of turn 4. Yes, he is. He's got Dan looking high, looking low that time by, looking low, coming back around the outside. Lap traffic got in between them. That gives Kevin a little bit of an advantage. Wolfman's out front. He finishes 37 laps. Kleiber with 37 laps and Mickle with 37 laps. All of them. Matt Donald in the 4th spot. Ron Fanning in the 5th. And Kevin in the 6th spot. That was a fantastic race. Wolfman, Kevin Kleiber, and Dan Mickle within 3 seconds of each other. Three. All right, that was the last of the 50 class. Wolfman was your number 1 seed. Now we're going into 13.5 sprint. Kevin Kleiber's back-to-back races. Can you imagine? Out of all these races, can we get a back-to-back race?
Well, as long as your cars are ready to go, I almost prefer that. Because you just got yourself in the zone in that race.
Yep.
You know, got your hand,
Yep.
settle down. All you gotta do is just start another race. You know, keep yourself in that comfy zone. But if the cars ain't ready, it really must be good.
Mike, you're exactly right. It has been some phenomenal racing. This track has always produced some great racing. The caliber of racers that we have here is unbelievable. And yes, multi-groove.
If you ever get a chance, listen, you can just come watch a race here. I mean, you can see it on the video. Be here. Like I said, the video don't even really show the bad. From our video, it's kind of flat.
Yes.
It's not.
Not at all.
If you ever get a chance, this is definitely a place just to come watch. I'll put you a candy bar that you're going to buy the car once you leave here.
Exactly. All right, our first race in 13.5 sprint. Number 1 spot, Kevin Kleiber.
Number 2 is Andrew Schroeder.
Number 3, Dylan Cook.
4 is Taylor Bain.
Number 5, Brett Finkel. Get them all settled. Oh, going out of the field out there in 34. Exactly. He's still not back yet. Oh, there he is. All right. Kevin Kleiber's in the back side there. He's on number 69. We have to find out what the cars are as they come around here.
He's another guy who keeps his scheme pretty much the same.
Yes, indeed.
That's a really good idea.
Yep. Absolutely. I was one that always changed mine up. Except for now, I like my my pink Heels tribute.
One of my favorite ones I had a couple of colors.
Yep. Silver bullets.
They still stand out in my mind. It's a couple of my favorites.
Yep. I've had 2 Cubs cars. Chance was the very first one. He made that wrap. And then Hammer Time Graphics did my other Cubs wrap after they won the World Series, and I would say both of those wraps were amazing.
I remember the Cubs one. That was beautiful.
My favorite one, though, the Wave. Iowa Hawkeyes Wave.
I thought you were going to say the Fireman.
Nope, the Wave. I did like the Fireman car. That was an absolutely amazing car. I think that was my first one I took to the Chili Bowl. That was the very first car I ever took to the Chili Bowl. But I got to say the Wave, the Iowa Wave. That's what we need to find out. Yeah, turn up my mic. All right, we did that. Hopefully that we'll get that back a little bit closer too. I don't want to be too close because I don't want you back. I don't want to sound like Darth Vader.
You know, a question I didn't get to ask Mike that I was doing, Mike Jr. I really wanted to ask him if he plans on going back to Chili Bowl. I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see that too. I you know, I have a feeling probably he's going to say no unless something just lines up in the stars.
It's hard to do with a family, going out there for a whole week.
Exactly, and that's what he said the following year. You know, taking that week off, it really does affect the family.
Well, then you don't have that week's vacation to go somewhere with you.
Exactly.
And you're gone, so it's like a double whammy.
Yes, indeed. All right. This is the second race, right?
Second, 13-5.
13-5 race number 11 out of 22. Through this class and the mod sprint both have 40 plus entries. 40 big guys. Yes.
Cool in this bunch. It's like I said, this is one of the biggest, I think it is the biggest sprint car race in the world.
Yes.
So people are coming from all around. They want to take the trophy back to their homeland.
Exactly.
I think those Illinois boys might have something to say.
Exactly. All right. Getting the last little bit done here. Looks like Kevin Kleiber is working on that car feverishly down there.
Right up on its side there. Something.
Looks like he's working on the front. Doesn't look like he's at the back. They're not adjusting the angles or anything like that. Front end somehow, some way.
Practice laps.
Yep. All right, he's got it up on its wheels and he's giving it a push. See how it's responding now.
The push car's out.
The push car comes out. Yes, indeed. Mike, how's the sound now? Is that a little bit better? Let's see if we can figure out who's who. Andrew in that blue and white. Going in the red and black. Or in the orange and orange? Correct. Kleiber. Kleiber takes him across the line for that first lap. He's gotten a lot of pressure already from Andrew. Bumping that going on back here in 3 and 4. Kevin Kleiber still your leader out in pink and blue 69. Yeah, that's kind of hurting him a little bit. Our leader gets a little squirrely. That allows Andrew to come up on the backside of him in 1 and 2. He's got about a quarter of a straightaway. The leader takes it low in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Just went to the low side there. Yes, it did it. 13 laps, 14 this time by for your leader. Kevin, Andrew, Taylor, Dylan, and Brett. That was Brett. Your leader. Coming into 3, coming on 4, going across the line for the 21st lap there. Kevin Kleiber, Andrew, number 2, Taylor, number 3. Yes, we do.
We got Andrews.
Andrew's on his side. Kevin's saying thank you guys. Continue on. 25, 26 this time by for our winner, Kevin. Yeah, and that gives. Oh, whoa! Andrew got bumped out. That puts him back into the number 4 spot. He's walking off the track. Andrew off the track after that bump into the number 3 and 4 turn. Kevin Kleiber out front, Taylor into the number 2 spot. He's still on the lead lap. Yes, he is. Kevin Kleiber out front. He's fast track 477 with a 3. Taylor finishes there. Kevin's in the number 1 spot. Ending this race, Kevin, Taylor, Dylan, Brett, and
Kevin's fastest lap of the year is 773.
all right. Yes.
Probably a little over a half hour to walk from Marissa just over to the other top tier over here. Only distance from me. It took me a little over a half hour just to walk over there. Seeing the races that I haven't seen in 3 years. I'm basically having a good time.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm right there with you.
We got the next 13-5 race coming up. We have number 1 spot, we got Cameron Kleiber. Number 2 is Jason Ormsby. Number 3 is going to be number 4, Uncle Bill Murphy. Number 5, Doug Jacobson.
Coming out of 1, 2, and 4, Cameron's going to be, well, we don't know yet. This is just a practice. Uncle Bill is going to be in the white with the Casey's on the side of the wing and on the top of the wing. This is He is not at this track at all. So this is not the place. Thank you as well. Nope, that's it. Number 1, Cameron in that white, black, and orange numbered car front, coming out of turn 2, going into 3 and 4. Your number 2 car, Jason, in that yellow and black car. Going upside down, now going to the back of the pack. Gary in that number 3 spot, going up to the number 2 spot. Yes, it is. It's coming out of turn 2 right now, going on the back stretch.
$4.786 so far. So, we got 4.107 by
Yes, indeed. Gary Brandon just pulled out 4.95. Your leader in that white, orange, and black car coming across the line for lap 14. Cameron Fiber, Gary Brandon in the number 2 spot, Jason Ormsby in the number 3 spot. Oh, some flipping and action going on in turn 3. Everyone got Bill staying pretty lucky too. In that number 3 spot still. Jason number 2. Cameron's got a lap on the field, it looks like here. Yes, he does. You can put it into cruise control there, but still wants to get as many laps as you can. Yes, indeed. Jason in the number 2, Bill number 3, Gary 4, and Kelly 5. Yes, it is. Again, sir, Mr. Moss, this is not the place for that. This is live racing. Please contact him. There's phone number right there.
Cameron Fiber, Jason Ormsby, Gary Brandon, Bill Murphy, Doug
Yes, it is. Race number 13 of 22. That's coming up next. This race, number 1 spot goes to Matt Thompson. Number 3, JoJo Lewis.
Jeff Johnson.
Number 5, Jason Maury.
Support your local tracks. Food truck outside. Amazing.
Absolutely. Phillies sandwiches.
We might be taking a break from them.
I don't know. They might be gone already. They were here. Yeah, I bet they're gone. They left at about 2:30, 3 o'clock yesterday.
I'm on my second bag.
Who needs to eat? Oh, we got somebody going down in turn 3.
It's a human, not a car.
The sniper has shot. All right, let's see how they come on here. Again, Matt, JoJo, Jeff, and Jason.
Questions? Doing some pits later, so I shove the phone in their face and ask them some questions.
Gotta remember how to do that again.
Matt Thompson, you are the pole setter. Matt
This race.
That's the running order on the back stretch, driver.
She's out on the back stretch.
Ready to go.
There's our number two guy, Matt Reacher. He's in that yellow and blue. Tell 36, maybe 16. Number
All right, let's get rolling.
Okay.
That's time. Clean green. You will be racing next time
All
live.
right. Let's see. Let's see if. Did that work at all? Starting to push my max volume here. Trying to figure out how to turn off maybe how to get that thing set up. Alright, number one spot we got Matt Thompson, number two is Matt Bakery. Nope, number three to three, there's a winner. Number four is Jeff Johnson, five, Jason How did that do, Mike? Did that help him at all? Red and black. Matt Thompson. Does that make any adjustments here? Yes, it does. Oh, carnage in turn one. It up a little bit.
Pretty much the whole race.
How about now? Do we have audio now? Sorry, guys. I switched it over to USB, and evidently I hit the mute button at the same time. That should hopefully fix it. I think I figured it out. The USB was turned off, and it was going off the iPad. Then I turned the USB back on, and might have accidentally hit the mute button.
A lot of buttons here.
Yes, there is.
That's where that college intern would come in.
Yes. Somebody that understands this stuff better.
All right, looks like Just Cuz is out front.
And as we say that,
is second.
As we say that, Just Cuz might have just went upside down. Nope, he's still him.
Got Cody Coyles in third, Josh Fenton in fourth, and Ryan Beaver in fifth.
Jamari coming up from that number 3 spot to the number 2, and Cody coming up from the number 5 into the number 3.
He's having a good run. He said, when you ask a racer how their car is doing, early on, like I practice and stuff, and when they smile and they say, I like my car, you watch out for that guy.
Exactly.
Not too many people have that reaction.
I'm going to switch this here real quick. How is that? Is that we working now? Hopefully you guys will let us know.
Just Cuz out front still. He's got a 4.65.
Jamari's in that second spot. He's got a 4.83. Fantastic. Thank you, Mike.
Awesome. Good deal.
Cody Coyle in that number 3 spot. Again, coming up from the number 5.
Ryan Beaver moves up into the 4th.
Josh Fenton all the way back into the number 6 spot, or 5 spot.
I like on Ryan Beaver's car, you look on top of the wing, he's got a beaver sticker.
Beaver sticker? Just Cuz out front. Jamari in that number 2 spot. Cody in the 3. 40 seconds to go.
Oh, I think that was Jamari there. Nope, it was not. He's in that.
No, he's in the one back here on the backstretch now.
Gotcha.
Just Cuz keeping it out front. They're within a few seconds of each other. He's within 2 seconds of Cuz. Jamari is.
About a straightaway.
Yes, indeed. He's going down through the center trying to find that there. That could be a race for the lead right there. The 2 green cars back to back. Oh, one of them gets sideways.
That's Ryan Beaver.
That's Ryan Beaver. And Cuz is right behind him. And then Jamari's right behind him. Coyle done, Jamari done, and Just Cuz. And they all hit it after they cross the line.
Very end.
Into turn 3. Just Cuz takes that one, 36.301. Jamari Lewis, 36.302. 1 second off. 34.301 for Cody Coyle.
Great comeback. Great comeback by Jamari. Great race.
Yes, indeed. All right, 13.5. 13.5 again. Race 15 of 22. Race 15 of 22. Starting out in the number 1 spot, Robert Boulanger.
Number 2 is Ron Fanning.
Number 3, Jesse Macbeth.
4 is Jason Fleming.
And number 5, Matt Donald.
Matt Donald. Watch for that guy.
Yes, indeed. I don't know why he's back in that number 5 spot because he's got some fast hot rods.
Well, and if he doesn't, he knows how to get them to be that way. So,
excuse me.
I'm sure we'll probably see him move right up to the front in this one.
I have to agree. Robert wasn't happy with his car, believe it or not, when he was sitting number 3 overall in the 13.5, and he was trying to get Alex to change something back, and it's like Alex is like, dude, do you not realize you're in the number 3 spot?
Yeah, he says, don't touch it. That was his advice. Don't touch it.
We'll find out what he did, if he did anything. Oh, he's loose on that backstretch coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, Mike, you're a little right there. The groove is moving up a little bit. I still think that middle line at this point is still the fastest line, but there's definitely some guys that are able to hug that inner line too. So I haven't seen anybody run up against the line quite yet.
No, not quite yet. I have a feeling we're going to see that here in a little while, though.
Yeah, I think the mod sprints will probably
Yes,
be pushing
indeed.
up there.
Hey, Robert, are you working on Dunkin' Donuts as a sponsor? I don't think he heard me.
Yeah, he's adjusting his radio. Again, we want to thank PTs for having us here, giving us this amazing spot up here. Paul and Tom and his whole crew doing an amazing job.
All right, your number one car is Robert in that pink and white Save the Boobies car. Your number two car is Ron Fanning. It's that black and white with a red number. Macbeth has the American flag on the top of his car, hits the thing, and goes out wide, causing Matt Donald to fall back.
There he got into him.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he had a run too.
Matt Donald's wing was looking a little loose on the top there.
Yeah.
Fanning up to the number one spot.
There goes Donald. He's got to settle down, get that car in that groove. He's running that low line all the way around.
Yes, he is. He's got it going good. He's up into that number three spot now. Robert Boulanger back into the number one. Ron Fanning in two. Matt Donald in three.
Jason Fleming's going to turn into be fourth. Oh, actually, Jesse Macbeth just took fourth, and Jason Fleming down to fifth.
Matt Donald up into that number two spot. You said it.
Yeah,
he's coming from the back.
He's working it.
He's got that bad, fast hot rod going. Fleming is out.
We got a really good race between
Matt Donald and
Robert. No,
Robert or Ron Fanning.
it must be a.
Fanning's out in front. He's in the backstretch coming into 3 and 4. Your second place car is Matt Donald. He is coming out of 4, going across the line now. Your third place car is Robert Boulanger. Robert's down one lap, and Matt Donald's about a full stretch behind him. So Ron, Matt, and Robert.
Got one on its, almost flipped on its lid.
That would have been Jesse. Ron Fanning looking like he's putting it in cruise control. Robert Boulanger is coming back up to the backside of him. He's wanting that lap back.
Fanning's fast lap is a 4.86.
Roberts is 4.81.
Nice.
Robert right up to the backside there of Fanning. He's wanting that lap back. Oh, he goes down through the infield. That may have cost him a timeline too. Yeah. Nope. He's still on it. Matt Donald. Robert goes around. That gives Donald another lap on Robert. Robert's through the center there.
Matt Donald's right on the rear end of Fanning now because of that.
You got Fanning, Donald, and Boulanger.
Fanning's spreading that lead out now a little bit.
Yes, he is.
He
goes around. Donald goes around him and turns 3 and 4.
From last to first.
Does that work? No, it's not. He was almost a lap up, so that Fanning holds tight. Yeah, he's on 31 and 30.
Yeah.
He had almost a lap on him, so he does have a lap on Matt Donald. Matt Donald goes around in 3 and 4 this time. 33 laps, 1 second to go. That's a race as they cross the lines. It's going to be Ron Fanning, Matt Donald, Robert Boulanger, Jesse Macbeth, and Jason Fleming.
Yeah, it looks like Matt McDonald's going to have to do a little repairs of that wing. She was a shaking.
You like to see people running in the cushion. Just wait a little bit longer. Once we get into these mod guys again, I have a feeling you'll see quite a few of them up in that cushion.
Mike, is that your answer to the Coke or Pepsi? You're a Starbucks man? I don't mind the taste of some of that stuff as long as it's cold. I can't do, like I said, I don't do anything warm unless it's hot chocolate with a little peppermint schnapps in the wintertime.
I can do that too. Hot chocolate, peppermint schnapps, or a little bit of Bailey's.
Oh, yeah, there you
Bailey's caramel.
Yum.
Shh, I didn't say that on this here, did I? All right.
So, Mike, if you're a Starbucks guy, do you have like a whole collection of the cups? I know some people get really into all these crazy different cups you can buy for it.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Race number 16 of 22, 13.5 sprint. On the pole for this race, Rich Durnell.
Oh, second is me, Kevin Smith.
Third, Tony Mitchell.
Fourth going to be Joe Chambers.
5 is John Chambers. I kind of had to look at that for a second.
6 is going to be Jeff Bort.
Guys from over there coming over. I'm going to have to use a mic on them. Where'd that mic go?
Crank it on.
Yep, go ahead. Come on up, guys. Pretty good. You're going to have to use the microphone since we don't have 5 headsets. So you got to kind of share it a little bit. All right. We'll let you guys. We're going to flip this over here. We're going to get away from the racing for just a little bit to introduce these guys. Take a look right over here at the camera. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Josh Tucker, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I'm Ryan Beaver, Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Cody Coyle, Maquoketa, Iowa.
We just got done seeing 2 of you, Cody and John. Ryan Beaver. You got that beaver on the top. We were talking about that.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
So we made a comment. How funny is that you guys travel all the way here and you have to race each other in a race?
Yeah, teammates too.
It's like you race with each other every week, at home, and there you are.
You always seem to find each other in that situation.
I'm going to turn this up. Hopefully we can get a little bit more.
This is pretty cool, you guys putting this on and stuff.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate that. Now, tell us about your track real quick.
Our track is known as Cedar River Speedway. It's in Palo, Iowa. It's kind of out in the middle off a beaten path. It's a semi-banked dirt track, loose dirt. Outdoor. It's about 170, anywhere from 150 to 170 foot run line.
Wow. Okay.
And it's about 15 feet wide, probably, all the way around. So there's plenty of room to pass. And you can go 4 wide in the corners if you wanted to do it.
Let her hang.
You can let her eat.
Let her eat. Press it down and let her eat.
Yeah.
All right.
This year we have, some updates that we planned on doing this year, and we're excited about it. We're trying to make this track, just like PTs and the Bluff, so we're trying to make it big too, to basically put it on the map.
Exactly.
That's our goal. This year we finally got live RC. We're excited about that.
That's always a great thing to have.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's
track of your lap times and everything is
yeah. And we're building a new enclosure for our announcer stand so we can protect our equipment and everything, and
Probably got a couple of sponsors on board too.
yeah, we got more sponsors this year for our trophy race, which is June 22nd.
Okay.
We're excited about that. We had Team GFRP jump on board this year. We got Futaba jumped on board this year. We got Rotoron, A Main Hobbies.
continued support.
Yeah, continued supporters. Our new one, we got DE Racing Tires. They actually want to do the whole series. So we're kind of hoping we get that and discuss that and get that involved.
Dave's a good guy. I know Dave Enstrom really well.
We're very excited what
Him and Chris
what we're trying
Vieira
to do.
are great to work with.
Yeah.
American-made products.
American-made
Yeah.
product, yes.
So with all these new sponsors that's coming on, we started with nothing, basically. We just a dirt circle, and we just kept on getting, we had guys like, Cody Coyle jumped on board, and Josh helped out, and we got name a few of our board members that's on our board that's made this happen.
Exactly.
But we can't forget our drivers, though.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't be there if it wasn't for them.
Started on the parking lot.
Yeah, started on the parking lot, and they say, man, it'd be a nice spot if we have a place so we can build a dirt track. Well, I live in Palo.
Mm-hmm.
I just asked around, and they have a nice area. This property owner that own it, and they do tractor pulls. And I said, hey, can we build a dirt track here? And she said, yeah, sure, why not? So we did. We just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger.
thanks to Kristen Swain.
Yeah. Kristen Swain is awesome, and her dad, they own the property, and they basically just let us do whatever we want, as long as we take care of the property for them and keep the upkeep, mow the grass, or we might do some special favors for them, on the side or whatever, So Cody's helped out a lot with that.
We did her shower for her, actually.
Shower.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
We are a non-profit, so we don't make any money off of it.
Nope. We don't make no money.
We're volunteers. Everything goes back to the track and the races. So,
when that money comes in, people think we all take it and do whatever, but it's for them. It's not for us.
Right.
I can care less.
Right.
We've upgraded our lawnmower. We got a better lawnmower system, and we got a better, now we're getting lighter. See, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that's always great to hear that you guys, that not only you guys, but other tracks put their money back into the track.
Yeah.
And the best thing about it is we as racers and the racers that you have at your track don't have to question it, because they can see the projects that you're doing. They can see the upgrade in the equipment.
Right.
There's no question about any of that, and to see the advancements, that's the greatest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And to know that they are part of that as well.
Oh yeah.
Especially when we see more people come in and smiles on their faces. Like, we look at the racers, and if you're not having fun, then we need to do something different. So we gotta go have fun. This is a fun sport.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be.
we do have a trophy race coming up June 22nd.
Yep, June 22nd is our trophy race. There's a flyer out there. A-Main will end up getting a flyer. I'll send all the flyers to our sponsors eventually when it gets better.
Send it to Jags.
And we'll send it to Jags and you guys.
Yep.
Hopefully you'll come out and race a little bit.
Yeah,
this year,
you'll be
too.
able to race there. Yeah.
You can camp there.
Yeah, we can camp.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a great thing to know.
There's plenty of room to camp.
Generators.
Yes, green generators. We have lights, so we race at night. So we start at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's your regular dirt. It's your dirt track racing night. At the beginning, the first round, the sun's out, wind's beating on it. It's you gotta drive the car.
Exactly.
You can't just go out there and just go. But when that sun drops, I tell you what, it is bad fast.
Yep.
It's unbelievable fast.
Yes.
Jakes knows what it's all about.
Crazy the difference. It's crazy the difference at night.
Yeah, good atmosphere. It's open. We get food trucks to come out there and help us out. Rudy Blues Barbecue.
Side by side in the late model.
Yeah.
Rudy Blues Barbecue.
Until you got
Cedar
that
Rapids,
200 amp
they'll be there for the
ESC.
sponsor race.
Videos all over.
Man. We're just trying to. We want to put our track on the map, just
Exactly.
like PT's, the Bluff,
Exactly.
Lighton, because it's fun.
Exactly.
And, I'd be tickled to death to see Dustin Malachowicz show up my track. I would just be in awe. To be honest, and Murphy and some of these other guys, they're just as good.
And we're trying, and that's one of the things we're trying to do. We want you guys to get us the information so we can get it out there so that people can come.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I will definitely email you.
I literally watch you guys all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Doing RC stuff. Yeah, sure we are. RC fun time, buddy.
I appreciate that so much.
I tell you one thing they did last year. I only got. So they do their point series. I want to bring a couple things up. How you do your point series? They have a mid and an end of the season championship.
Yep.
Right. So you divide it in two.
Yeah.
We did.
So we did. So this year we're going to change that.
Okay.
Because it was with buying the trophies for the first season, the second season, it was kind of getting much.
Sure.
So we decided we noticed that other tracks don't have a first and second season.
Mm-hmm.
So we all got together and and talked about it. So let's just do one season like everybody else does. One big, you get a throw out.
Yep.
And you get a trophy at the end of the season, if you race so many races,
Okay.
And that's what we're doing this year, to kind of eliminate, so you guys keep people coming, so they're not just going to show up first season, get a trophy, and then just not come back anymore.
And that happens.
So
That absolutely
yeah,
happens.
so that's a big thing we've noticed. So, and we want to eliminate that.
Classes.
Oh, classes. Yeah, we have a lot of classes on our Facebook page. If you go to Cedar River Speedway,
Okay.
we do have a lot of classes there. Now, it just depends on
how many show?
up for that class. We're not guaranteed to run
3 makes a class.
three make a class, no matter what.
And we do try to stick with our rules, kind of coincide with almost everybody else's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ours are changed just slightly, you know.
Yep.
Those
we can't
rules-
make everybody happy though.
Are those rules on your Facebook page or?
Yes.
Okay.
And they
Yes.
just posted them.
Try to make sure. I don't know. I haven't been to the
They're
page yet.
on the feed.
They're pinned on the top.
So we have our first class. We have a Bandit Hobby Stock class. It's basically a box stock with a stock car body, 12 turn. You can race mostly all the buggy classes this year. We let them all get together and run the same tires.
Okay.
So
Quasi-speed
we have quasi-speed sprinters, AK rebars, and Hoosiers
Okay.
for all the buggy-based classes to give guys an option. We didn't want to focus on just one tire. Some tracks are doing that. That's fine. But we kind of want to open the tire up because a lot of people got them tires in their
Exactly.
old toolbox underneath their bed
I
or
got
underneath their
rebars
dresser
coming
or
up my
whatever.
yin-yang.
Yeah. So.
I still have good short course rebar.
Yeah, so like I said, we have Hobby Stock Bandits, we have Street 21.5 Street Stock,
Okay.
we have Midwest Mod, we have Crate Late, which is the 1/10 late model.
Okay.
Brought in the midgets.
Then we got midgets now because we've had the lighting guys come up and ask, hey, can we race these? Can we race? And I said, you bring them, we'll race them. We'll make a class.
On that track, it's fun.
So to come in and have those guys come and talk to us and say, you know what, we want to race at your track too, and can we bring this? It's awesome.
Yep.
I'm open arms to help them out, help us out. We'll help them back.
Absolutely.
I think
Absolutely.
next year we even get into a traveling series.
Yeah, we might do a
That's-
traveling series.
When you can do that, there's very
big.
few of them that are out there. There's very few of them that are out there. But if you can get a series together with a couple of tracks, that is so much fun.
That's
Yeah.
big.
It is.
So we have.
also work with other tracks as well. Like we go support them, and they're like, they want to come
Yep.
support us back. And
Absolutely.
That's helping everybody out.
Like Island and Adele and stuff,
Exactly.
I haven't made it down to Lighton yet, but this year I'm hoping I'm going to have a break and make it down there.
Yes, you'll love
and
it.
I came to PTs, and I think their track is, the facility and what they're doing here is awesome.
Yes.
So I've learned, by being here this weekend, I've learned a lot.
Fantastic.
So, I'm going to take that back home with me.
We'll find out if it goes into the car or not.
yeah. But it's one of those things that, so we have 305 sprint cars. Go ahead.
One of the questions we got on here from Mike Woods is, what kind of surface you got? Are you a loose dirt or are you a high bite?
We're loose dirt.
Loose dirt.
See, they are.
It grows up and it gets
Yep.
the moisture comes in.
Yeah.
The track comes in. It gets
Yeah.
a lot of traction.
Loose and loamy in the first heat, first heats, and then it starts to come in second heats, and then mains. The moisture really comes in, and you want to talk about a fast track.
If your right rear sail panel is hanging out there, your car is hooking up good.
There you go.
Like I said, the first round with the sun and the wind when we start at 5 o'clock, you have to drive the car.
Exactly.
You can't just go out there and go. You have to set your car up and just kind of go easy. And like I said, like Cody says, it gradually comes up.
Yep.
It's fast.
If you want some reference, we do have a YouTube page that we get some videos updated on, and Cedar River Speedway.
Yeah, Cedar Speedway.
Yes,
Nice.
on YouTube. Check out the videos. Kind of give you a little reference. A lot of stuff's probably going to change from that this year, from last year, but just a reference of the track.
So we have 305 Sprint. That was the other class. We have 360 Sprint. We have 410s. The lighting guys, hey, we bring 410s up. I said, sure, bring them up. So we have A mod, B mod. We have short course late model, which is a Traxxas base 12 turn.
Yep.
That's always a big
class. We have the national rules basically for the short course street stock class. We picked that up, so you can run either with that class, but you have to run the stock Traxxas tires.
Okay.
We do try to stick with a few Traxxas classes because we do want kids in there.
Exactly.
Yes.
They're gonna get
So we do run novice,
Okay.
Yes.
and we're doing a powder puff this year.
I was
for
gonna bring that
5
up.
races.
Yeah.
I love that. That was so cool
So
last
that
year.
was Mike DeSoto's thing. He wanted to say, hey, can we do a powder puff? I said, yeah. So he came up with some dates, and they're going to run, I think, 5 races this year at our track, plus at the parking lot. We do have a parking lot track.
Oh.
It's at the Fairway on First Avenue. It's
Okay.
called Track Too Tough to Tame. They race on Sundays. It's a parking lot. it's just as fun too.
We also do one RC in the wintertime.
We do one RC in the wintertime. So we basically have 3 tracks we do.
Fantastic.
And, with the bull ring helping us out to run the one RC class,
We got an awesome track facility. It's all carpet.
And it's all carpet.
It's nice.
But I tell you what, I'll give a big shout out right now to Scott Geitzenhauer and Dale Milcher. They helped us set it up with the live RC. Scott wants to help us out and kind of get things set up and run with that.
Very nice.
Great bunch of guys.
Yes.
So, there's a lot of people that's involved in this. That's just us. But everybody wants to race everywhere.
Yep.
And I'm open to that. Yep. These guys, kind of tease me because, I'm passionate about it. You can probably hear it in my voice
Exactly.
right now.
Starting to crack a little bit.
Yeah. These guys better start making me laugh.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's because I care.
Exactly.
To be honest.
Exactly.
And it's just awesome that everybody does this and help each other out, and having Jags do this and you guys do this, you guys, it's awesome.
I appreciate that more than you will ever know.
But we're just trying to get better and better,
Some of us live and breathe this RC racing stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For you guys to have
That's all we think about.
to follow, to just see different tracks and talk about
Yep.
it. I
Absolutely.
love every bit of
Yeah.
it.
And again, I can't stress it enough. When you have your weekly races, when you have all these races, send it to Sean so he can get it onto the show.
buddy.
That's one of the main things. We want to make sure that we get all that stuff out there.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
like I said, if you have any questions, I'm the president of the club. My name's Ryan. Cody's the vice president. Josh is one of our board members. He's kind of the rules guy.
Okay.
Tech man.
Nice.
Hell of a racer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Not today.
not today.
You see my new track in the air out there.
But he's teaching me. It's the first time I've ever been in doing a sprint car this year.
Yep.
I got the car and I'm having fun.
You're hooked now, aren't you?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. I'll never go back. Yeah. So like I said,
You guys got any questions for us?
Don't forget to mention, is it Ruby Blues?
Rudy Blues Barbecue.
Oh my God.
Fantastic.
They got nachos, man. It's unreal.
It's like this big.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah.
Like meat and cheese.
Pulled pork.
Everything. Pulled pork. Barbecue. He makes burnt ends.
Oh.
And he has this raspberry or some type of
Au jus. Or,
yeah, it's amazing.
glaze.
So,
Yeah.
so they'll be coming out.
Yeah.
Plus, we have our local bars, too, that have food. We have Brogan's. They're one of our sponsors.
Yep.
We have Whiskey River. They're one of our sponsors. So that's the 2 bars in our town. So, if you guys order from them, Brogan's is like you can throw a softball to them and hit them from our track. It's not that far away.
Gotcha.
So, and they got good food.
Spectators
Prices-
are welcome to come watch.
Prices per.
So it's $10 for the first car,
Okay.
$5 for every car after that.
Fantastic.
And there's no cap.
Okay.
And we're the cheapest around.
Yeah, you are.
And we know that.
That's reasonable.
So, and we know money's tight. We get it, We're going to see what the season's going to be doing. Who knows?
It costs money to run the track.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have to charge something to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. Did you hear that, everybody? $10 for the first car, $5 for each additional car, no cap.
Yep,
That's
correct.
amazing.
Fantastic.
Yep. We got a guy that I talked Jason Van Nuys. Mm-hmm. He's planning on coming down.
He travels all over the place.
Yeah, he
and he's
does.
planning on
good.
coming down almost every weekend if he can. So whenever he can.
One of your favorite questions to ask.
Pepsi or Coke?
That one too. That one too.
I like Pepsi.
All three.
Pepsi. Yeah.
Finally somebody. Everybody else saying Coke.
I'm not a Coke guy.
I don't
I'm
do
not
that.
a Coke guy.
Facilities.
We do have a restroom. We have a porta potty.
Porta potty.
And that was bought from Septic Services of Iowa,
Okay.
Ray and Palo.
Okay.
And he bought it, donated it, said he'll take care of it for us.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's a bigger size one, too.
Handicap.
It's a handicap
Handicap
accessible.
accessible. Fantastic.
Yes.
It's very nice. They keep it nice and clean.
You have an area for handicap to be able to drive.
We are building that.
You are building that.
Yes.
That is an addition we are doing this year for an upgrade. You know, we want to be able to have everybody up there on the driver's stand.
Yep.
You know, we're right next to, you know, so we will actually be building a spot just for that.
Fantastic.
Cool.
We
We're
do.
going to redo our driver's stand too. We had a one-way on, one-way off type of thing, but now we're going to cut a hole in the back side and make steps so you can just come on, come down right there. We're going to have a TV up there now through Live RC.
Yep.
We'll
So
get there.
we're getting there.
I don't know about that TV in the back because guys are going to be wanting to go like this. What's my number? What's my numbers?
My numbers, yeah. Yeah.
That could become a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Especially for the marshals.
Yeah.
Well, Cody, I talked to you earlier,
Yeah.
and I asked you how your car was, and you smiled.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, it looked good out there, man.
Yes, it
Thank
did.
you.
Keep it up,
I've
buddy.
been working on it. Run the GFRP cars. Love them. It is pretty well hooked up. I got to get a little speed out of her yet, but yeah, I can't complain really.
It looked good.
You know, second time I ever ran the car, so you know we'll see what happens.
Good deal, man. How you guys feeling? You got something in the bank there?
Like a little tight and a little loose the same way, but I think the last race I said, let's just send it, and took 10 laps on the high side and let her sail for a little bit. But I'm running the GFRP with the new Reaper 2024 Raptor chassis.
Oh.
So it's a kind of a new car, new blues, you know.
Okay.
So we'll see how she runs.
Well, I think that high side's going to come in a little bit later, so you might be up there doing
my
some
car
good.
likes it up there, and I got a 5.7 Designs, and my car likes it up there right now.
All right.
So other than that, I mean, I ran good with Cody. I was trying to hold him off a little bit, but I got in that little scuffle and flipped it. So
Yeah, you did,
It
yeah.
happens,
I
but
told you I was going to pass you.
he did tell me that. But you know, I'm having fun here. I mean, this is an experience. You know, I thought I'd never be here. You know, and these guys say, you need to come. You know, because
I tell you though,
Yeah.
you get a group of buddies.
Why don't we watch the race here real quick? We got the start of Mod Sprint. We got Justin Atkins, Dustin Malcote, Brian Roberts, Izzy Vallejo, Scott Hooper, and Tory Snow. Looks like a good race to watch here. They're taking off right now. Justin Atkins stays out front. Justin right behind him. Feel free to step in if you see something out there.
Definitely looks like we're still dealing with a lot of loose race cars.
Yes, indeed. We got one going over the top at 3 and 4. Dustin Malcote now to the lead. He's out to the front. He's got a 463 with a 6. Drops that down to a 458 with a 2.
Dang.
Justin Atkins has got a 457.
Boy, they're rolling
They're
now.
really rolling now. Every single one of them under 5 seconds. This is the A group in the Mod Sprint. Dustin Malcote still out front. He came up from that number 2 spot to the Justin Atkins, now down to the number 2 spot. Brian Roberts staying in to the number 3. Tory Snow from that 6 spot up to the 4 spot. Izzy down to the 5, and Scott in 6.
Yeah, it looks like Izzy's struggling with coming off the corner. It looks like his car's not gripping coming off. He's not getting that run down the straightaways he needs.
Dustin Malcote, 15 laps, 16 this time by for our leader. He's dropped that down to a 458 with a 2. That was back on lap 6. Justin Atkins in that number 2 spot. Brian Roberts in the 3 spot. Izzy's worked his way back up into the 4th. Scott back to the 5th, and Tory into the 6th.
4.582 by Dustin.
Yes.
So that's a lap.
yeah, Dustin's got it hooked up right now.
Yeah.
Talking about Dustin, I think it was you I was talking to earlier yesterday. We were up here and you took and looked down and you saw him down there. Did you ever get to go talk to him yet?
I did. I shook his hand and introduced myself, and you know, to some of us that have never met him before, you know, it's kind of you know, just a challenge just to talk to, you know, Dustin Malcote and, you know, Alex Fanning and some of these other really fast guys, you know, but
Murphy.
You know what?
Yeah, Murphy.
You're kind of starstruck.
Exactly.
You know, you hear about him.
Understand
You know?
totally. Real quick, we're going to go through this again real quick. Dustin Malcote still in that number 1 spot. Justin Atkins in the 2. Brian Roberts in 3. 31 laps down. But the thing you guys got to understand is these are all guys just like us.
Yeah.
They're so easy to approach. You know, there's no attitudes. There's no nothing like that. They want to talk to you. They want to know you. You know, they want to know that you can come to them and ask them questions. Great people to talk to. Every single one of these racers.
Always down to help if you need.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, don't be afraid to, because once you do, you're going to wish you did it sooner.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to look at it.
2023 chassis and have Malaco sign it just for fun of it.
I think I waited almost all day yesterday to approach Malaco, and he was just fine, nice, and
Absolutely. Dustin takes that one with a 38.301. Justin was a 36.3 flat, and I lost the rest of them.
Okay, so before you guys take off, I got one question for all three of you.
Yeah.
What do you think about the quasi tire? How you feeling?
I like them.
I like them.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever run them.
Yeah.
So I'm trying different ways. I broke some in,
Okay.
some not, and I think I'm like a tenth faster, maybe with non-broken yet. So I think literally the tires are working really good.
Right out of the package.
Yeah.
That's one of my main questions.
Is,
Did you do any prep? Because that's my main questions. And most all the guys are saying they're just pulling right out of the bag and going
I
for
don't
it.
think you need prep.
You're not
Wow.
chasing the tire game,
No.
and it makes it a lot. One less thing to have to mess with.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So,
We kind of knew that quasi speeds was going to be the new thing, so that's why we added taller buggy based classes, because guys are going to want to run them,
they're already going to have them.
and they're all going to have them.
So, are you guys running them with the pins forward, or are you reversing them and putting it backwards?
So I mounted them
Well.
without even thinking that. And
here.
I saw the video. I'm like, huh. So I've got them switch swaps. So
Okay.
Yeah.
maybe that's going on with my car. We'll get it figured out.
Yeah, one of these days I'll get it figured out. Other than that, I don't know. I just throw them on and go.
Hey,
so,
man.
Appreciate you guys and everything.
Yes,
up here.
thank you for doing this. And,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
We
get you
appreciate
side by
it.
side again.
Oh, man. I got to get me a 300 amp ESC.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you for stopping by.
Yep, thank you.
Anytime you guys want to talk,
Yep.
feel free.
Thanks, man. Hey, we don't want to see that beaver flipping down the straight again. 'Cause that was a pretty good view of it, by the way. It looked pretty cool.
The beaver kept on coming over and over.
Yeah.
Yep, let's keep the wheels
Hopefully
on the ground,
we're interviewing
man.
one of you
no
guys at
problem.
the end of this whole thing.
That would be great.
That'd be
That
awesome.
would be awesome.
All right,
Fantastic.
guys.
Thank
Good luck.
you so much for stopping by.
Yeah. Good luck, man.
Thank you very much, too. You guys
No problem, guys.
Thank you.
Always
you
good
again.
seeing
See
you
at the
guys,
back,
man.
buddy. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Thank you again.
All right. Shut that one back off. That's 4. All right. All right. Our next mod sprint A group, race 20 of 22. Sorry we missed some of the races.
It went away. Sorry.
What was it?
Nothing.
Oh. Race 20. We got Tyler Burmaster in the number 1 spot.
Number 2 is going to be JoJo Lewis.
Number 3, Thomas Turek.
Number 4 is Eugene Ryder.
Number 5, Mike Dibb.
Number 6, Michael Reitz. Reitz.
All right.
Eugene Ryder, he's been around quite a while, guys. He might be one to be keeping an eye on here.
Tyler Burmeister, I think he is definitely one of the top 4.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a good car.
Yeah, and he finished 5th in that last point series here. So, he's got his car together. He's raced here quite a bit.
He knows the track.
Yep. That helps a lot, man.
Looks like Tyler's going to be in the white with blue. Then you got JoJo in the blue with white. Followed by Thomas in the red, black, and white. Eugene is that yellow and green. Mike Dibb, the red and black. Right off the bat, JoJo goes around.
Tyler got real loose there in 1 and 2. Took him back to 3rd.
Thomas up to the number 2 spot. He's got into that number 2.
Eugene
Tyler gets
spun
right
around.
up behind Thomas, takes over the number 2 spot. JoJo, in the meantime, he is checked out.
Yes, he has.
He has got almost a lap on everybody now. In fact, I think he just put a lap on most everybody.
He's hugging that inside.
Eugene Ryder up to the number 3 spot.
He just flipped over. He might have kept 3rd, though.
No, he didn't. He dropped back to that number 4. JoJo out front. He's got a good lead. He is not the only one on his lap. He's very close to putting Thomas and Tyler both a lap down. Some of them get caught up in turn 3. That is going to affect some of them. Eugene now up into the 4 spot. JoJo 12 that time by.
Eugene moved up into the 3rd now.
Thomas.
Mike did back to 4th.
Thomas up into the number 2 spot.
Looks like he's getting that car kind of under control now.
Thomas has got a 4.57. Wow.
Yeah.
JoJo 462.
Thomas keeps hitting those discs, man. That's not doing any good for him.
No, it's not. Thomas and JoJo both on the same lap. JoJo is right behind him, though. He's within a little bit.
About a straightaway.
About a straightaway away from Thomas. JoJo, Thomas, Eugene, Mike, Tyler, and Michael. Oh, Eugene just got hit.
Yep. JoJo is right on his behind now, getting ready to trying to get him another lap down.
Michael Rutz into the infield. He is out.
JoJo and Thomas are the only ones on the lead lap.
24 laps, 25 that time by. 54 seconds to go. JoJo, Thomas, Mike, Eugene down to the number 4 spot. Mike coming up into that number 3. Oh, somebody takes and gets a wing wiped out.
That was Tyler, I believe.
Oh. He takes it off the track. That is Tyler. JoJo Lewis showing the way. 20 seconds left. He's got 32 laps. Thomas, 31.
JoJo's got a nice open track in front of him. All he's got to do is keep it clean. And he's got this one locked up.
Yes, he does. Nice, easy. Keep it calm. Keep it good. Going straight. JoJo, Thomas, Mike, and Eugene. Bo Dunn, how are you, sir? Yes, he is, Mike. He is definitely wound up on that bottom. JoJo Lewis takes that number 1 spot, coming from the number 2 spot. Thomas Turk to the number 2. Mike Dibb for the number 3. All right. Race number 21. We got Alex Fanning in the number 1 spot, Zach Gokin in the number 2 spot, Jeremy Riley in the number 3, Heavy T number 4, Cameron Kleiber in the number 5, and Brett Lund out of New York in the number 6 spot. Yeah, those plow discs really get in the way. That can ruin your race in a heartbeat. Not only your race, it can ruin other people's races as well. Jags had to step away for a second. He had something to go take care of here. Got our racers coming back out from the last race to do the marshalling. We're still looking for one. Actually, yeah, I think we're still looking for one in the center here. Again, number 1, Alex Fanning. 2, Zach Gokin. 3, Jeremy Riley. 4, Heavy T. 5, Cameron Kleiber. And 6, Brett Lund. We got 5 cars out there, though. Let's see who we're missing here. Who are we missing? We got one upside down over in turn 1 and 2. Cameron Kleiber is who we're waiting on. Waiting on Kevin Kleiber, from what I understand. He's going to get going here, though, they say. Alex Fanning's going to be in the black with red and white, number 96. Jeremy Riley's going to be in the orange and black with white wing. The Riley Motorsports car. Zach Gokin in that blue, number 9. Heavy T in the white, black with bright orange numbers. Cameron's working on it. He's on the stand now. He's going to be in that orange and white car. And Brett Lund is, I believe, he's in one of the black cars. That's right, sir. He is from out in the New York area. He is from your neck of the woods. He came all the way in. Him and the Godfather, Rich Nordholm, pitting together.
Yep.
In fact, I think Rich has got a rental ride from him.
Yes, he does. They're good friends from many years of RC racing.
Exactly.
So they teamed up together for today.
Yes, they did. All right, like we said, Alex Fanning in that front car. He's black, number 96, I think it is. Number 9 in the blue, that is Zach Gokin, Jeremy Riley, in the white and orange Riley Motorsports car. Heavy T in that white, black, and bright orange number behind Riley. Cameron Kleiber is in the pink, bright orange, fluorescent orange tires, black and orange trim. And then we got Brett Lund in the number 39 blue.
This is going to be a really good race. A lot of big hitters in this one.
Yes, there is. 2-time back-to-back King of the Wings champion, Jeremy Riley, in that number 3 starting spot. And here they go.
He's here to defend that crown.
Yes, he is. Alex out front, taking it across the line. Zach and Jeremy following suit.
Zach's hanging with Alex pretty good. Zach's looking a smidge loose. Alex is nailed down pretty good.
They're starting to pull away from Jeremy. Jeremy's riding that low line.
Looks like that's the preferred line right now.
Yes, indeed. Oh!
That's Cameron.
That was Cameron.
Yep. Cameron and Heavy T, I believe.
All right.
Heavy T is real loose. He's having troubles hanging on to her there.
Yes, he is. He's dropped to the back there.
Oh.
Cameron goes to the back now.
Oh, he'll move up from that little deal.
Alex Fanning out front. 12th lap just happened. Zach Gokin right behind him. Jeremy Riley in number 3. Cameron Kleiber up to the number 4.
Zach got loose into the infield.
Oh, that's...
It looks like he keeps his spot, though.
Alex getting ready to put a lap on the field.
Man, he's got that. Look at that, how beautiful it looks in the center of that corner.
Yep.
Just rolls right through.
Alex Fanning in the number 1 spot. 18-19 that time by for him. Fast lap of 4:53 with a 0.
Oh, jeez.
Alex Fanning, number 1. Zach Gokin, 2. Jeremy Riley, 3. Heavy T up to the number 4. Cameron Kleiber back to the 5. And Brett Lund, 6.
Write it down, folks. Alex Fanning. He is fast in every car that he's got here in the building today.
Yes, he is. Alex is your leader. Zach in that number 2 spot. Alex just gets around Zach, and I believe, puts him a lap down.
Yep.
Alex has a lap on the field.
Wow.
Zach has got the 2nd spot with Jeremy in 3rd. They are on the same lap, racing for position. Jeremy's making up some ground on him. Got a little loose there. He's one set of corners and a straightaway behind, but he was moving up on him. Riley running a 4:73 with a 3. Zach a 4:60.
Zach's car's looking like it's starting to get hard to handle here toward the end of the race.
Is it going to give Riley a chance to come up on him? He's working his way. He's got within a straightaway now. Oh, he's working his way back out. He's back out to about a half a track now.
Yep, he got through that lap traffic pretty clean.
Yes, he did. We got Alex Fanning, Zach Gokin in the number 2 spot, Jeremy Riley, Heavy T, Cameron Kleiber, and Brett Lund. That is a race.
4.53, Alex Fanning. Wow.
4.53.
Wow.
That's some quick races. It's quick laps. Wow.
The heavy hitters just keep coming.
Yes, they do. All right. Our last race of this round, race 22 out of 22. Number 1 spot, Jared Howard.
Number 2 is going to be Mike Murphy Jr.
Number 3, Uric with Aft.
Yep. Number 4 is going to be Anthony Dante.
Number 5, Dylan Cook.
Number 6, Ryan Thindens.
Sorry, Ryan.
Sorry, buddy.
They do that to my name too.
Thadens.
Thadens.
I'm going to go with that. We are not highly trained professionals. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mike. When the car is rolling through the middle of the corner, nobody understands that most of your time where you're going to make up on anybody is going to be in the middle of that corner. Because if your entry's good and exit's good and you can rotate through the middle of that corner, that's where you're going to beat most people. It's not going down the straightaway with a whole bunch of power.
Yep.
It's all about cornering and dirt oval.
All right. Seeing somebody already up on top here. We're going to probably see some more right in that top edge.
A lot of guys riding off those discs down there. It's either it might be okay a couple times, but one of the times it's going to bite you.
It just did. It looked like somebody got taken out coming out of turn 3. Alex Fanning over there to get them straightened out.
Welcome, Jake. Jake Burge, man. Can't wait to see you, buddy. I'm going to make it out your way this summer. Got you on the schedule. Heard a lot about your track, and I can't wait to see it.
Absolutely.
And that is called Jake's RC Speedway.
Yes.
That's another one that's in Galesburg.
Yes.
So if you guys want to go check him out on Facebook, I don't think you'll be disappointed.
All right, Jared is out front. He's going to be our pole for this race. He is in that white and green car. Mike Murphy is in the yellow and orange, number 14, followed by Uric in the white with orange numbers. Well, the first one. Second one would be
Mike
Anthony.
Gets around.
Oh, Anthony gets taken out.
No,
Mike gets taken out. Oh, yes. That's moving Ulrich up into the second spot. Dylan Cook into the third spot, and Ryan Tennens.
Oh, Mike gets into the car's
Mike just gets hit, and he takes out his front wing.
Yep, there's parts on the track.
Jared Howard out front. Ulrich into the number 2 spot. Ryan, Anthony, Mike, and Dylan round out the field.
Again, Jared is the current points champion here at PT's. So he's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with today. He's showing it right now. His fastest so far is a 4.60. Not too shabby at all.
That front wing's causing Mike some problems. Jared out front. Ulrich Uric number 2. Ryan 3.
Uric's another limestone racer. It's awesome to see how many limestone guys are out here today.
Yes, indeed.
They're all the way out from Kankakee. That's another facility that is just top-notch. You know, again, check them out on Facebook. They do some rubber tire and some foam tire racing there.
Mike Murphy back up into the number 4 spot, staying hard into it. He's making his way back up to the top. He's got a long ways to go to get to that number 1 spot. Jared's got a lap almost on the field. Yes, he does have a lap on the field. Uric, number 2. Mike Murphy now back up into the number 3 spot. What happened to that miss?
Hey, he went out here somewhere.
Oh.
There he is.
Mike up into the number 2 spot.
Shows you what kind of driver he is.
Yes, indeed. He didn't give up. He stayed strong, and he's back into the number 2 spot. Jared's running away with it, though. He's got a full 2 laps on the field, it looks like. Nope, lap.
Mike's got a 4.559. He's turning some speed.
He's got some speed there. Jared still in first, Mike second, Uric in third, Anthony, Ryan, and Dylan round out the field. Your leader in clean air. Looks like Mike may have got a lap, almost got a lap back from him. He's starting to pull away from him a little bit as far as still only being down 1 lap.
Oh, Jared just got loose there a little bit. Trying to get around a lap car. Sometimes you push it a little too hard because you want to get by him as fast as you can. And
5 seconds to go. Jared's going to take this one easily with Mike Murphy in the number 2 spot. Uric in the number 3. Anthony, Ryan, and Dylan rounding out the field. All right. We can sit down for a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Oh. That was the end of round 1, qualifying round 1. That was the end of it. 22 races. I think actually, yeah, we're going to take a break here real quick. Let us go and get something to drink and eat real quick. We will let the track do its thing. We'll come back, maybe have another interview, and get ready for qualifying round number 2.
Absolutely. That sounds great. Thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in here in a little bit.
Yes, come back for sure. We want to see you. We'll have the races going, and we'll be ready to go.